Alright, bad advice, what the fuck? Who's gonna run this town tonight? Let's get them shares up, guys. 60 shares, man. We need 100 shares, 150. Come on. This is a debate that's on everyone's mind every day. There is a gift goal at the top, guys, if you can help me out. All the way from boxing gloves to a wolf. Gotta be cheeky, ain't ya?
This a fast life, we are on a crash course. What you think I rap for? To push the graph for? But I know that if I all these girls only gon' want one thing. I can spend my whole life goodwill hunting. Only good gon' come is as good when I'm. She got an ass that'll swallow up a G-string. And up top, 2 bee stings. And I'm beasting off the re-sling. And my just made it out the precinct. We give a damn about the drama that you do bring. I'm just trying to change the color on your mood ring. Reebok, baby, you need to try some new things. Have you ever had shoes without shoestrings? What's that, yay? Baby, these heels. Is that a made what? Baby, these wheels. You tripping when you ain't sipping, have a refill. You're feeling like you're running, huh? Now you know how we feel.
Who's gonna run this app tonight? Who's gonna ruin it? Yes, Michelle, thank you so much. Right then, guys, let's get into it. Good evening, Pearl. Good evening, everyone. How are you all? Hope you all have a good day. Alicia, if you're in here, congratulations on that fucking enormous score. That was absolutely crazy to watch. At the start, I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I tuned in completely. So tonight we're going to talk about something that is on everyone's mind. Everyone has an opinion on it. And there's just so much to fucking talk about. So what I'm going to say before we get started, everyone is entitled to come into the box. No one can sit in the box and not speak because it's just ridiculous. I spoke to all the mods, and tonight only, if you do get dinged from the box, do not take it offensive. It's because you're either talking over people, you're sitting on mute, you're being disrespectful. At the end of the day, I've got to protect my page and my platform. So other than that, we're gonna get straight into it. But like I said, this is my platform, so I'm not gonna risk it. So if anyone's messing about, mods, and when I say this, I mean it, get them. If they're in there and they're making a good point, but they're going a bit wild, mute their mic. Anyone in the comments, mute. And if they're being terrible, mute and block. But yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion. A lot of people have been on the receiving end of these monsters. And if any of the monsters end up popping in the chat, leave them until they have their say. And if they're being too much, fuck them off. But yeah, tonight's debate, guys, is regarding who has done the worst on this app. Also, who has said the worst and who is the worst on the app. So at the end of this, I want to conclude with one person being the most vile on this app. Oh, thank you. I don't know who just said that then. Thank you, Sam. Nice words. So if anyone would like to start off with anything you've got, if anyone has got any anything they would like to show. So let's just say you say Joe Bloggs said this in the box. If you request the big box, you can show, because some things I may not have seen. I haven't been here long enough, or some people might not have seen it. So if anyone would like to jump up and let's talk about this. I know a lot of people have said things. A lot of people have done things. It just depends what your classes are wrong on. I'd say, like, yeah, people say bad things. I don't know, there's a lot of people that are just naughty with what they do. Like, obviously anyone involving children's are wrong. And what's come to light this morning, I hope someone saves me. At least, yeah, you're defo in there. And today something's come to light. Hello, No Face, Gemini. Something's come to light today about some dirty wrong'un touching himself up on live. So that just needs a bullet straight away. What are you saying, No Face?
Hey, big up, bro. Yeah, when you get ready to get it started, bro, I'm ready to jump straight into it.
I'm here, bro. It's ready, man. We can go.
Well, listen, like, the worst person for me on this app's got to be Stephen Loveday, a.k.a. Holly Stanley. The geezer who's been done for child sex offences, fucking all sorts of madness, but yet still thinks he's okay to run around this app.
Are they still on the app?
Yeah, they're still about. They float around on fake accounts because every time they come on their main, they get hotted up. We hot them up, and so does everyone else. But yeah, that's probably the worst person on this app by far.
Is that still going on though, bro? Because I've heard the one when you said AKA Holly something.
Yeah, Holly Stanley.
I've never actually. I don't think I've ever come across them, or I don't think I've even seen them.
They are about like they come back. They even try and protest themselves. But like, I can read out their thing quickly on the UK database if you want.
Yeah, go on then, mate. Just try and
right, it says a pervert has been sentenced after being found guilty of a string of sex offences which involve children. Stephen Loveday appeared at least for 1 count of voyeurism, 1 count of possession of indecent images of children, 1 count of prohibited images of children, 1 count of arranging and facilitating the commission of child SO. Yeah? So, like, this guy, well, yeah, he's a guy. Do you know what I mean? But
you just read that off?
I've just read that off the offenders database. I don't want to say the word.
How are they allowed to still be on here?
Because of, believe it or not, Frankie, yeah, there's still people that will support them.
Fuck it. So do they go live, No Face?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they've gone live, but every time they do, like, a lot of people hot them up. But yeah, they've still trying to build their own community and still try to plead their innocence.
And do they get support when they're live?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do get some support. What's that? Stephen Loveday in transition to escape crime. Exactly that, Mazza. And this was one of my points where I jumped up in that live when they were doing the debate about, obviously, transgender and that. And I was making that point because of they transitioned because of what they had done, the crimes they committed. Hence why they tried to go under a different name and everything like that, but they got found out. But that was the only reason they transitioned, was because of their crimes.
So what would why did they transition? To get away from their old record?
Yeah, and also Jade Palmer as well. I see a few people down there mentioning Jade Palmer. Jade Palmer's just is exactly the same as that person.
Someone's just put Jade.
They're convicted as well.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of them on here, mate. You've got the likes of Sonny Sweetman, aka Big Soul Sonny. He's another.
The other two, I've just asked Damon to go get me a pen and paper so I can write these people down, man.
It's crazy, bro. Like,
someone's just put in the chat, not all trans people are wrong-uns. Where the fuck have they got that from?
Yeah, no, not all trans people are wrong. I don't know why that's being said. What we're saying is that Stephen Loveday used that as an excuse to try and cover his tracks.
That's just mad. I didn't even know about that geezer, mate. So anyone that doesn't know about that, get blocking.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Princess Flu, Loveday, Palmer, they're all connected with each other. It's like that. When I tell you, Frankie, when I first come to this app, yeah, I was outing these people daily because of, it was just mad how they were running around the app. And they got to the point of where, you know, when, like, you can't fucking keep outing people if people are just going to continue to support them.
Yeah.
And it don't matter how much evidence, like, you can, any of these can go online now and type in Stephen Loveday, Holly Stanley, offenders database, and it'll all come up. Clear as day in your face, but people will still say, listen, they deserve a second chance.
And you know, if you ever post that picture of what you've just said you can see online, does that get removed?
Mate, listen, there's videos all over the app about it. Really? Even on Fact Freak's YouTube, the lot.
I'll have to have a look into them, man. It's fucking... I just don't get it. What I think needs to be happening is where, like when you say you've been outing these people, there should be somewhere you can go to with TikTok and put their name straight in there. Obviously, they'll have to investigate it because some people would be like, nah. But there needs to be a place where you can put awarenesses out there instead of us as normal people doing it ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fucking hell, Kiki. I forgot about that. Sammy Savile. that wrong as well. That's another one.
Is that the one that looks like the Savile?
Yeah, so they claim to be... they claim that Jimmy Savile was their uncle. And stuff like that when they're not related in the slightest, do you know what I mean? But has Holly Stanley ever gone by name? I couldn't tell you. Fat Free would probably be able to tell you more about that one.
So you'd want to claim to fame, is it that my man's your uncle?
I know, it's crazy. Yeah, I said Big Soul Sonny as well.
So who out of everyone, I know there's a lot of people, but who, if you had to put number one at the top of the worst, who would yours be?
It's got to be Holly Stanley for me. It's got to be. Mate, like, I detest that person, like, so much. Like, to the point of, if I ever get my hands on them, I'll fucking ring the neck myself.
Really?
Oh, Danielle Cooper. Yeah, they go by the name Danielle Cooper as well.
What's the one in the caravan again? I don't know. This app's full of them. Yeah, man, the app's terrible. It's horrible.
It's full of them, mate. It's crawling with them, and they just go undetected. And this is why I always say, like, the amount of energy that gets put into creators arguing with creators, yeah, you'd get rid of all of these wrong ones off the app if they spent that time on them.
Yeah, the thing
But
is,
because the drama goes on between creator and creator, these fuckers just roam around the app not undetected, but just without any care because no one's really saying shit to them.
the drama between creator though, we can both agree that it does make money.
Yeah, of course it does.
The one that does.
Oh, fucking hell, Mark Feely as well.
Oh yeah, fucking how's he still about?
I don't know, but that was another name that was on this app.
He was on here.
Yeah.
He's a strange kid, he is. And he living in Birmingham?
I ain't got a clue.
Or Leicester, one of them.
I just know that he's been caught so many times.
Is he locked up or is he out?
No, I don't ever see him getting locked up.
Someone just said he's back on here.
Is he back on there?
That's it. I remember him getting punched up in Birmingham in a shop.
I just see Tom Baines right there at Paul Breach. He's another one.
Yeah, do you know what? He ain't right, you know, bro.
No, he's not right in the head.
He's getting worse as well, mate.
Yeah.
He's dancing in, like, female clothes and that, and crop tops and that.
It's not that. It's his audience that he'll clearly tell you that his audience are of a young age. Do you know what I mean? And if you notice when you watch his lives, he'll be replying to comments that ain't even in his chat, and that's because the people are messaging him on his Instagram, and it comes up the top of his screen, and he reads it off. Like, he's a sly guy. He's another one that takes people from an age off of here onto Instagram and that.
What sort of numbers does he get in his lives?
I think he gets a good few hundred, but like, I'd say like 99% of them are trolls, and then you get the 1% that are fucking...
Are young.
Yeah.
Fucking this, it's full of them, innit? So you've got a number one, which is at Holly Stanley.
Holly Stanley is definitely number one.
Anyone else got any different apart from Holly Stanley? Find that he used to get thousands.
Because there is different. Don't get me wrong. I'd have a different sound, different people, but where we're talking about like who's the worst on there, it's got to be them. It has got to be them.
Yeah, due to being involved with like children.
Yeah, due to what they've done and the way that they still tried to come on the app like they've done nothing wrong.
It's crazy because I'm reading names in these comments that I've never heard of myself.
Yeah, because a lot of them have been dealt with. Do you know what I mean? Where they've been run off the app, but they still come back. Oh fucking hell, yeah! Yeah, do you remember? I don't know if he was about when that.
Someone showed me him the other day. You know, obviously he lost loads of weight because of his stress, and like they were showing me his Lion King voice and that.
Yeah, but bro, that guy was a greatest.
Yeah, no, they told me. They said he had the whole app fooled.
Yeah, had the whole app fooled. Well, it weren't even like the whole app was full, really. It was more a case of like nobody knew
until he got
going on in the background.
No one knew till he got locked up. Is that right?
Yeah, until he's sentenced.
So his sentence, we worked out the other day. He's out next year, isn't he? Or the end of this year.
I don't think we can't come back to the app. TikTok took his account down, didn't they?
Why have they took his account down, yeah? Because obviously he raped another person, didn't he?
It was a lot worse than that, yeah. Like,
but then
it was a lot worse than
children and they're still here.
That they it was a case of, when I say the uproar of the app, bro, like, it was, I think that was probably the first big shock to the app, if you know what I mean, in a way of like someone so big and someone so loved turning out to be a fucking wrong 'un. So I think that was the biggest eye opener of the app, was that.
From him?
Yeah, it was him.
Why would you say it was such an eye opener? Because he did have so much support.
Because not that, it's because the guy used to come on, yeah, and he used to sit on screen with his little baby in his arms, and he'd sing his Lion King song. Do you know what I mean? He'd even have his wife there as well. Everything like that. It was, I don't know, it was like everyone had love for the geezer. Even when he said he was leaving the app, the geezer made fucking shitloads of money on his last live. And then everyone found out, bosh, the reason he was leaving the app was because he was fucking going to prison for being a rapist.
Wasn't he saying he was leaving due to health issues?
Something along them lines, yeah.
What a wrong 'un, man.
I think everyone was.
Yeah.
We all fell for it, every single person. And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't even like we all fell for it. It was a case of everyone supported him. And that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, like, it was the biggest shock the app had had at that point. Do you know what I mean? I think from there, it just become a downhill spiral. Like, that made mainstream media, and that did with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Joking me, I didn't see it. Oh, fuck yeah, I didn't even know any of this one. Just Stanley in Google. Is that the actual name?
What was his name? Hold on.
Anthony Q. Lyon.
Nah, yeah, but he's named for what it is on the newspaper.
Thank you, Edgy, for the boxing gloves.
I think if you put the Anthony Q. Lyon thing in, though, I'm almost sure it comes up from what was put in the paper, because it was
his name is Anthony Ekponyong, so EKPNYONG.
E what?
So EK.
Yeah.
What's that? EKPNYONG.
Oh, come straight up, bro.
Yeah, so it says convicted for 7 years.
Okay, made mainstream media. That's crazy.
And that?
Did he mention he was like on TikTok and that?
Yeah, listen, it says in here, it says like, was sentenced at Crown, sentenced 7 years in prison. The night before, he was live on TikTok as a musician, having hidden his crimes, impending sentences, and nearly having 340,000 followers. During the final live stream, fans sent in more than 134,000 TikTok gifts.
107 times they said no.
Yeah. That's why I was saying that it's a lot more than just saying he raped someone. Do you get what I'm saying? There was a lot more to it. But
this to see what date it was, man, to see when he's out.
That's why I said he can't be out next year, because he only went down on the 11th for 2023.
Yeah, so 23 on the last the November. So 24. Oh yeah, so, bro.
He's in prison, can't we, folks? What are you on about? We're talking. People are mentioning the names in the chat, so we're talking about the people who.
Who says this?
Have been wrong uns. We're not talking. This ain't a debate about who's the biggest woman on the app right now.
I think that Mum on the Run as well, me. I think she's...
Oh, no, man. I've heard a lot about her lately. Fucking hell.
She's disgusted what she's done to that family right now, and she's still being supported. She's still got hundreds and hundreds of people in her life.
Yeah, did you hear what she said yesterday?
I've heard...
If you think that was bad, I've got the baby's photo printed out on a roll of toilet roll.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, oh, she makes me sick.
I don't know too much about it, but is she, obviously she's still sick for doing it, but is she doing all this for clout?
Yeah.
She does a lot for clout. So she's said for clout that her child was taken to an orphanage.
Thank you, Emma.
She said that, and recent one that I seen is she dropped her son off with some authority because people were threatening her child, which again is for clout. She's done the thing with this baby, which regardless of whether it's to gain traction or not, it's still disgusting, and nobody should ever do that when it comes to a child.
Never.
It's horrible. Like, you've seen on live, she's been sat at the side of a pool while her son is floating in a swimming pool drowning.
What?
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's all for attention. It really is.
It's the wrong
And like I
attention,
said, she even admitted on live the other day, right, that she's been selling pictures of her child to nonces. She admitted it. Yeah, bro, openly admitted it. And then her excuse was, listen to this for an excuse. Well, them pictures are on social media anyway, so why not cash in on them?
Yeah, she said there were pictures that had already been shown, so why not sell them to these grooming gangs?
Because pictures that are shown and pictures that are brought are fucking used for two different things.
Exactly
Well, I seen it on the live last night. You know how you just scroll, and I was only on my fake account scrolling through and coming to her live. And she said, well, she went, this is how to get myself up there. She must have a new account. One must have been permanently banned. And then she said 10k followers in a day. I don't know how true that is, but she said that's what you do, the wow factor, to get followers. So that putting that poor innocent little baby's photos and doing what she done to it, she got it come out of her own mouth yesterday. She's done it so she can get followers.
She's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why. My logic is why are people like everyday people like ourselves still watching these people and still following these people? We need to just unfollow them all, because if you water a plant, it's going to grow.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
Do you know what it is? It's in
Put in the
people's
comments
heads.
there. Sorry, no face. Someone's just put in the comments there that Mum on the Run today was live, and they're live now, and they put a picture up of their child as a backdrop saying R.I.P. with the child's name.
Well,
Disgusting.
Like, come on, man.
thank you, everyone.
It's just
There's a few of them. Like, I think people have forgot also about Scottish Diageo as well. He's a wrong'un.
Yeah, what's the crack with him, man? Because ever since I've been on here, people have mentioned him.
He's
That's
got Clare's Law. There was a case against him, against Grape, against one of his ex-partners that were on the app. It's the manipulation, the financial grooming. He's just an all-round wrong'un. He's got his finger in every pie.
But he still
So he was the one who first
still
started
does
off
well.
box battles on this app.
Yeah, he still does well. I don't know. Scroll through.
I don't know, Frankie. Trust me, he don't, mate. When I say he used to have scores like of people winning with like 900k, 800k. Like I scrolled past the other day, and his missus was winning on 2.5k.
Yeah.
Like he's fully gone off me. Like
Is
he's
he getting locked up? Is he soon? I've heard.
apparently so, but we've been hearing this for the last year.
Yeah, you don't know what to believe. It's like loads of different stories keep getting put out.
There was a big protest outside his house, though, wasn't there? Like quite a few heads turned up as well.
You know what I don't get? Obviously, he comes on with his face, yeah. So, like, we all have real lives. So, let's just say, for instance, I came on this app and I was being an absolute wrong'un. I've still got to walk out my front door. How does no one clock him and go, yo, ain't you that wrong'un?
Yeah, they do. That's
Oh, they
true.
have.
He looks so different. There was a lady, when he went to court one day, because all of his court dates got outed, and I watched a lady on a live stream. She actually went to the court case, and she could not believe what he looked like in real life in comparison to what he looked like on TikTok. Because of the filters and stuff, let's be honest, 90% of us were all catfishes
I think you are.
when we come on.
Sorry.
But you don't know, do you know what I mean? I'm the first one to admit, when I come on, I'm filtered to death, and if you see me in real life, you think, God, that girl's rough. Do you know what I mean?
I'm rough, but I'm not filtered to death, I will say.
Yeah,
What
I
you see
do.
on camera is what you get.
Yeah,
Who's
no,
that,
I'm not saying
who's that
everyone.
Cam that you can find their court cases? Their court
You
papers?
can go,
Scotland's different.
yeah, it's open in Scotland. You can go on and you can check to see who's in court and sort of what it's about, kind of thing.
Fucking bonkers, ain't it, really?
Crazy, mate. Literally crazy. The people that run around this app and get supported for it. But you know what they say, like, wrong uns support wrong uns.
100%.
If you
And
had
there's
one
been people like in the
Hello.
community that have unalived themselves, bro. Unalived themselves fucking because of him.
I seen one the other day, man. There was a video the other day. Someone said bye and that.
Oh yeah, Brummy Orchid.
And what's he done wrong as well? I've never seen him in my life.
So Brummy's one of them that we outed him as well a while ago, but he likes to beat up all his missuses.
Yeah.
Like use stories of he was like the same situation as Baby P growing up when his mum ended up coming out and outing him on the app that in fact he was a sniffhead who robbed the nan when she was dying. Like so much, mate. There's so much behind that guy, but pretty much like he likes to beat his missus up all the time and fucking just manipulate. And well, he had at one point what he was doing was he'd be locking onto a girl and he'd rinse them to the point of he'd make them get credit cards out and that. Yeah. And then some bird used her nan's funeral money and he's like, listen, I'll give it back to you, just need it on the dailies, row. And then come to the end of the week and he blocked her.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing.
He's also done it live as well. You've seen him live in his property, and the missus has said something that he doesn't necessarily agree with,
Flips.
and he'll leave the room, but you can still hear what he's saying, like, and things being chucked, and it's.
But when he got released not long ago, I'm sure someone showed on the FYP the same bird that got him locked up sitting on his lap.
No, that weren't the same bird. That was like an ex-partner.
A new one, like.
Yeah.
Oh, and they split up.
No, I think they just had a kid together, but even her, like, from how she used to be to how she is now, she's so timid and that. Like, you see when she's sat on his lap and that, she's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, but
Is he still alive?
Harry, it's he always puts out, now everybody says he's been done for rape ever so many times, and first thing he'll say is, have I been charged with it? But they reckon he's a proper bully, like, to the women in question, if you know what I mean. So
We've seen it all, we've heard it all.
yeah, of course, but I mean to the women that come forward and shuts them down straight away. So
Like, I think people seem to forget a lot of it. Like at BJ, at Billionaire Gifter, there's lives going about from him from like a few years ago where he's actually tried to, I don't know a word you can use, plunge something into an ex-missus's leg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what have I already done to a cat, man? He needs the bullet straight away.
Well, that video is all over Facebook. You can see that. Do you know what I mean? That's why I was saying, like, the likes of this ain't a dig at Angie because of what she said about that pot being thrown was fucking 100% correct and fair play to her for going in on him, yeah? But you've got the likes of BJ that dashed a cat across a kitten across the floor, even harder, laughing about it while live, and people no one really says shit about it.
There's someone in the comments called Golden Phantom, and they've said, I'm sick of being accused of bullshit. All I've done is help people. Who's that?
I don't
wanna get them
know.
up in the box, Phantom.
Also that billionaire gifter, mate. And this is God's honest truth, no face, and everyone that's in here now. If I knew that if I could call him out, he would get in a ring. I'd love to punch him up, mate.
Yeah, bust him.
I can't stand him.
Who's that?
Billionaire gifter.
You should call him out.
90%.
He ain't going to accept. I've been in his comments a few times and he keeps reporting.
They're just bullies. Honestly, they're just bullies. 90% of these men, they'll just go after people that they see as weaker than them or vulnerable.
Well, when you say like certain men have been on here and they've like no face, just saying someone spent their nan's funeral costs and that, like, I don't know how people are so vulnerable to that. Oh, they're on live and they're saying get loans out and that. Come on, man. How are you going to fall for that?
Because it's financial manipulation. It's like the same sort of case as love bombing someone. Like, if you've got somebody that's genuinely got a good heart and that person believes that you're in genuine need of this money or whatever. I've done it myself when I used to gift. I went on and I seen a situation before and I've gifted someone £100 gift. Could I afford to do it? Not necessarily at that moment in time. But I had everything I needed in my property. And I felt like I had an obligation to help this person.
Kimmy, can I ask you something then? If you couldn't afford to do that, like, what pushed you to sort of, because it sounds like you got yourself into debt or into a bit of a situation.
It wasn't necessarily in debt. It was coming up to the end of the month, as it does. And you've got the stuff you need. So I had the food in the freezer, I had the electricity, I had everything I needed. It was just like when I sent it to them, I didn't have spare cash then. Do you know what I mean? But from a kindness in my heart, seeing someone in a situation where I thought they had a poorly child and they needed something for the child, it pulled on my heartstrings, and I felt like I was doing something good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For me to then later find out that it wasn't correct. And that's why when Michelle did the whole thing about let's stop gifting, we don't know who we're gifting here, I was behind her 100%, and I've not gifted since. I've never put any of my own money into TikTok since then.
Yeah.
Golden Phantom, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You said you're sick of being accused of bullshit. I just wonder what you was on about.
Oh God, long story.
No! Why did you do that? Please don't do that. Oh my God, you scared me to death. I chucked my phone.
Golden, what was you referring to, mate?
Basically, me and a friend was helping this guy out, against all the bullies and pedos, all stuff like that. Oh, well, I caught him out, found out that he's still on probation, doing minors and everything. We gathered enough evidence to have him put in prison, and his probation officer just phoned him and said, look, you better stop. Nothing was done about it. He was just swept up under the carpet.
What are you going on about?
This guy, I'm coming to it now, but anyway, in the end, I was accused of being in with a pedo group, which was a load of rubbish. That I'm a scammer, and it's still going on today.
Does anyone in the comments or know anything of Golden Phantom?
Golden Phantom, who's the person you're talking about?
There's
Who?
guy Flipside, Peekaboo,
Peekaboo the man?
no, woman, Dorman J. And he tried to show proof to one of my friends, and she said, that's not solid proof. I want solid proof. He said, well, I'll go and get it now, and he couldn't find any proof. I have gone into Friends Live, and these two, Peekaboo and Flipside.
Can I have mod status quickly,
Me.
Frankie?
Yeah, go on.
Full mod.
I've been blocked because of these two, Flipside and Peekaboo. It's just, and they're doing it to a lot of people apparently.
Hi, can you just confirm who you're talking about?
Flipside. There's Flipside, Peekaboo, and
Which one?
it's a woman. She's from
Wait, but it's not the one you know, Michelle.
she's from Newcastle.
That's why I kicked down, because the names she's saying out are not their names that are some big people. They're not the people that people are on about. These are just randoms that are in her life. Do you know what I mean?
I was lost then.
Yeah, I was. And I think it's fair that she shouts them names about, especially when they're not the right people, because there's a Peekaboo that's a male and obviously does his thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. The male. Like, what the fuck?
No, that's why I come up. I was about to fucking kick off there. Right. Okay, bye.
Come up and smoke.
Michelle, before you go, thank you so much.
No, Kimmy, do you know what? You see the amount of good things you do in this app and the amount of people you look out for, and you'll never lie. You'll never lie. You can never do it. So
Visibly, honestly, if I could show you, I'm visibly shaking. I genuinely appreciate you. You're a good woman, but please don't.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Sorry, I thought she was talking about my friend, and I was about to. Right, bye.
That was Michelle. Phantom, you didn't fall out, mate. You was dropped because the names you're mentioning are names that are close to everyone else in here that aren't those people. So you might have to fire up a live yourself about them ones, because it's going to go the wrong way.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, he got me with a fucking revolver, bro, through the building.
Hey!
My God, didn't even know going in the box. He was talking about dashing a revolver through someone's window.
Yeah, that's mad.
Thank you.
Pearl, who's your worst, said the worst, done the worst, and
Well,
seen the worst?
I'm gonna say I get like on a daily basis I'm bullied by this creator, and I get like lots of things happen to us. He says about us, he sends us photographs, and I just
You're going to say Luke the Judge, aren't you? Come on, Pearl, let's be serious.
I'm gonna go in the comments. I'm just here for the crack. I want to wait and see who calls me.
Have we forgot about Mr. UK TikTok official as well?
Has he actually done things though? Or
Charity scammer,
Yeah, he's
fucking woman abuser. Yeah, mate, the full works, that fucker.
Yeah, woman abuser.
Yeah, mate.
Fucking hell. I just don't. I wish they could just be gone.
Right, I'm going to jump down. Anybody who wants to call us, I promise I'm going to sit silent in the comments and not jump up.
Oh, nice one, Pearl.
Yeah, I told the woman she deserved
Bye, everyone.
I think there's so many wrongings on this app that you could call out. It is ridiculous.
you'd be here all night, wouldn't you, Kimmy?
You genuinely would. There's so many people out there that want to do so much harm to so many different people. It's like, I stand by the morals of, if you're not going to walk out your front door and do this thing on your street or say things that you'd say on the app to people face to face, then just keep your mouth shut and stay indoors.
Why we're talking about wrongs, a lot of people in the comments are saying it as well, like it should have been called out. I've got to say about it myself, but the no contact coach, as we're talking about women as well, she's another one who's been done for being a pedlo.
God
Do you know what I
damn
mean?
my face. I was just about to say that one.
Oh shit, go on Jodie, I'll let you have this one, go on.
Literally have a list. I'm
Go
not
on,
even
tell them
kidding.
about the no contact coach.
But I do want to throw a little feisty.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, honestly, I think feisty is one of the worst. And especially like the way she goes after our facts. It's just, yeah, it's wrong in my eyes.
Honestly, I can't comment. I don't know who these people are, man. I didn't think it would go so far back when I've done this debate. I was literally thinking people are going to talk, you know, the people that we're all around day to day, or the people that are here now.
Alex Brigham.
Oh, that were mine.
He's down there, he's pulling himself out.
Phil, have you got anyone?
Yes.
Come on then.
Obviously, them people's already been mentioned, but for me, it's got to be Levi and Sophie, who like to dox children.
Levi and Sophie, you're saying are the worst on the app?
Not the worst. Obviously, them who's been mentioned as well.
Yeah. You're on about the ones that are here now?
But, like people who I know.
Yeah, that are around us all now, like...
yeah, like for me, it's
daily.
Sophie and Levi.
Sorry if you can hear.
She likes to take pictures of disabled children.
Can I just say what she's trying to say as well? Like Phil, she's trying to say, if people are able to dox addresses where children are and put children in danger, obviously they have to put in the same category as people who are wronging on this app.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for
that. Yeah, but what people need to remember, right, is that by calling people wrong-uns, right, this ain't a dig at you, Top Girl, but by calling people wrong-uns, it takes away the whole wrong-un from a wrong-un, if you know what I mean. Because to me, a wrong-un is Holly Stanley. Someone...
But there's different categories of wrong-uns. That's why I had to clarify what she was trying to say.
Can't categorise people as wrong-uns and then categorise someone else who's not even done anything.
No, but you're not listening to what I've just said. There's different categories of wrong-uns. That's why I came up and she was saying if people are able to dox where children are, there has to be some sort of wrong-un in them to be
that's
able
scumbaggish.
to...
That's just being a scumbag. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to do that, it's just being a scumbag. But what I'm saying is, like, a wrong-un is a wrong-un. Do you know what I mean? People need to remember that.
Well,
wronging.
Define wronging in your eyes, then, no face.
I just did. Someone like Holly Stanley that abuses and has been convicted of fiddling with
that's what I mean, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Like
There's
to me,
different
that's
categories of wrongings.
That to me is a wrong one. Like, I wouldn't categorise anyone like. I wouldn't even categorise like. Even though I don't like Delusive Angie, I wouldn't say she's a wrong one, but a lot of people do. But to me, she ain't, because that ain't a wrong one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's different categories. Like, to me, putting children in danger is like, obviously it's not up there where Holly Stanley is and fucking the Diadros and that other guy who dresses as a woman. Like, I get what, and Anthony Q. Lyon and stuff like that, but putting a child in danger to me as well is like, obviously there's levels, but it still to me is wrong.
I think what you're trying to say is the context of the word, isn't it? So I know what you're both saying, and I know what Nervo's saying, I know what you're saying. So a wronging in life is a fucking bad wronging, isn't it? But people that are putting danger on a child is also a wronging. I don't know, it sounds shit saying it like that, but I get it.
Yeah, so like things like doxing the dressers, taking pictures of kids what aren't theirs, us in a wheelchair, saying they're going to push it out.
You know what, with in regards to that, I think I agree.
What's someone putting there, Top Girl, eating alive with you, Torian or something?
Sorry, I know what's being said here, right? No Face is saying, them dirty little rats that do anything at all with kids, or come on, show the bits where kids could be watching, who is anything at all to do like that, them is wrong'uns. But what Top Girl, what we, and Phil, what we would call, like, even to myself included in that, like, I wouldn't say I'm a wrong'un, but I would say I'm a Kent, but definitely, right? And a big in at that. But it's like we, I don't even know what you would call us. Like, we just, I don't know. What would you call
Pearl,
us?
I didn't hear you. Sorry, I'm folding in close. What did you say?
That was fucking good, me full speech.
I'm so sorry, Pearl. One minute, Nana Q, when did Tori wasn't in my live saying joke? She was in Dave's live, so Nana Q, I think you're wrong in that for saying that to me. Like, she wasn't in my live, she was in Dave's live talking about that.
Top Girl, who do you think's the biggest wrong on this app?
Holly Stanley in my eyes.
Yeah,
Holly Stanley. Holly Stanley, and probably like Anthony Q. Lyon as well.
Black Pope, jump up, because I don't know what you're on about. You all enable her.
Yeah, doctoring where children live is wrong to me. I'm sorry, like, I don't agree with it. You're putting children in danger.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
what
no,
if...
then they are dirty little rats, scummy little snake on the belly rats.
Thanks everyone for the gift, sorry.
But to say a wrong'un, that's exactly what No Face said there. You're taking the word wrong'un and you're diluting it.
No, Pearl, because there's different categories of wrong'uns. That's why in prison there's a system of category A, B, C. There's different types of wrong'un. You're still wronging what you're doing.
It's like that word peddler on here. Everybody calls everybody a peddler. And it's meaningless now.
No, what's wrong is someone who causes harm to someone.
Not me, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Someone just said, Tommy, I make muscle.
Oh, yeah? Tommy,
he's got down for that, isn't he?
He's in jail.
Isn't he in prison for grape?
Yeah.
Nah, let me just say something, yeah, because of a lot of people, well, Cobra Kane started that,
it's for DV, isn't it?
He's in there for DV, that's facts. He's in there for beating on his bird, but there's nothing to do with grape. It's just what fucking Cobra Kane run with because he didn't like something, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It went from there. Still bad, yeah.
Well, to me, that's like DV.
It's not as bad as fucking
in my eyes. And I would class somebody as not like, obviously, the severity of that. Will, can everyone stop gifting me, please? The severity of as a peddler or a child abuser or something like that. It's just there's levels of it, and I don't know how to explain it because I'm a bit tired.
I understand, but what I'm trying to say, listen, this is not prison, right? But it's TikTok, and if you start, everybody's a wrong'un. Just how everybody's
sorry, Kel. Kel, it's not my live. I can't turn the gifts off, love.
It's It's if everybody's a wrong one, it's diluting it down. Like everybody's a peddler, it's diluting it down. They absolutely bar stands on every level for doing that, and let's hope it never comes back and bites them in the arse.
Yeah.
But a wrong one is somebody like who does that with kids, like. You know what I'm on about, like.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with 100% what you're saying. I do.
It's kind of because we're using the word wrong'un to encompass just anybody that's done anything, even if it's just like a personal thing, and and that's sort of, then it's not calling out the, if someone's a risk to kids, then they're the most vulnerable people in our society. So the risks are different.
Look, Canadian Courtney just said, but a wrong'un isn't a peddler, it's somebody who does wrong to people. Exactly.
Yeah, but people don't know. They're just using that word to cover all of those things. So therefore, it's not marking out like, people are actually, targeting kids, which is something that, parents on here need to be really aware of. So it's like, it's kind of, like you're saying, Pearl, it dilutes it and it just makes it a term that just becomes meaningless.
But again, people run with things. It's like I've been called on here barefaced that I was a peddler, right? Over having me grandchildren in round a Christmas tree. Now, what the fuck? Somebody could have seen me on the out, like going to a shop or something, and dash my brains in, then ask questions later. That's the definition. A peddler is a wrong'un.
Yeah, see, the definition of wrong'un is fucking, is someone of a bad character, do you know what I mean? A wild person.
Yes. That's what I was away to come in and say, because that's what Google says, it's a bad character. That's the definition. Like, I see a wrong'un as someone who will do wrong to someone else.
Me too.
So we're saying the worst are peddlers, and the other word's wrong'uns, yeah?
Yeah. Like, I think that's the best way to describe it.
Depending on where you're from, wrong'un has a different meaning for each individual place. It's like, up in Scotland, we call peddlers beasts.
We call them.
That's the problem.
In other places, people call beasts for people that in general have done everything wrong. I think it depends on where you actually come from.
Yeah, but where I'm from, beast is something different. Like, beast is taking, like, boys chuck it around like that geezer's an absolute beast. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's big, he's fucking massive. Do you know what I mean? He's an animal. Like, we don't look at people like paedophiles and shit like as beasts. Do you know what I mean? Not down here. Only since this app I have. Different
language.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think it depends on where you come from. Do you know, some people say wrong'un and to them it means peddler. Other people...
Hence why that saying's there, beast mode. Do you know what I mean?
Well, maybe that's the case for where we need to be a bit more, like, people just need to use those words a bit more carefully so that we're actually understanding what we mean.
I think what Pearl's trying to say, like, a lot of words on this app are diluted. Like, I called fucking Angie a fucking peddler today, and I don't think she is. No. I just wanted to fucking say something that would hurt her. So I do feel like when we do say it a lot,
it's wrong, though,
it does. 100% it is wrong.
Somebody that
100% it is wrong, and I really don't think she is. I just think she's a fucking weirdo.
Do you know what I think for me, right? So, for instance, you know how EQ was playing the Beast song to everyone as, like, her little joke?
Yeah.
Right? Personally, for myself, she did it to me. And all I thought is, what if someone scrolled and watched that I know and have heard her sing that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that could... Not everyone knows and understands TikTok. And that's what people do need to realise is, even though it might be a joke to you, it could affect someone.
Yeah,
and that's a massive distraction then from the real, from the real pedlos that are on the app. Like, if people are sort of going around putting those labels on people willy-nilly, then like people who are not criminals in any way are getting targeted, and people are so busy talking about the gossip of that they're not looking at the real people who are doing wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Like, what happened to days of just calling someone a wanker or calling them a fucking idiot? Do you know what I mean? Or, do you get what I'm saying? Now it's straight up beast or wrong'un, or like, I don't get where, like, you could just straight up call somebody a dickhead and be done with it. Simple as that.
I think there needs to be a lot more awareness on these people though, because I've been here since the awareness side of things on this app, fuck, bro.
I think it's been, again, that's another thing that's been diluted. I think Alex spoke about that today, how awarenesses back in the day were a lot different to what they are now. Like, awareness lives are fired up just because someone said boo to someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's not how it should be.
Another thing that I've found is once an awareness is done, everybody holds outrage for that day. And then the day after, it's like it's checked out. Everything's forgotten about.
And the fucker ends up on the dailies.
Yeah, exactly my point. Like this thing with Eden Harvey, let's be real, what she's said and what she's done is absolutely disgusting. But the girl is still sitting with 3 million followers, like.
Yeah, but she may have them followers, but she's got no contracts left. She's got nothing like that. She's gone and fucked her whole career's done now. Like, no one will ever give her a sponsor. No one's ever going to do anything. So everything she built up, she's lost.
Yeah, but there'll still be people in there that are willing to financially support her.
Oh, of course there is. And this is why I said to you, Romans, what do they say?
Birds flock together.
Birds flock together. Like, it's as simple as that. You're always
See what I'm saying as well, though. I've noticed people do wrong. Let's just go with the wrong word. Obviously, the peddler is out of the question, but people do wrong things on the app. And like you said, no face, a couple of days later, they're on the fucking dailies. And I think that's promoting people to do bad things, because let's be real, a lot of shit on here is scripted. And some of it you can tell real people, but then some of it I watch it and I'm like, what the fuck? This is so fake.
You are right, bro, and you've just reminded me. If Cockapoo, if you're in the chat, can you get me my next week's one in, please? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing next week. Thank you.
Can I just say that I'm not wrong, but I am 20 on the dailies.
Yeah.
That thing with the people being popular, even though they're they're bad people. There's it's because people say, oh, it's just an app, and they think it's not real life, so it doesn't matter. It's like we have this disassociation with who's on the app to being like actual human beings that are out in the world doing stuff. It's like not just confined to on here. Like, the point is, it sort of reflects society more generally. Like, there's sort of close to 1 million child offenders in the UK, and that's probably an underestimate. So there's bound to be loads on here. It's just that they've now got a platform to get, their people that they're predating on in much easier ways. But it's a scary thing to think it's not just because it's TikTok that there's loads of them here. There's actually that many out there as well.
Yeah.
Can I ask if you've mentioned Karina?
No, she's not.
Because that is the one that does frustrate me the most.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell.
It's because the fact that she gets platformed by a lot of creators, your Millens, your Sobriety Jacks, things like that, will quite happily battle her. And I know that they're not exactly 100% good eggs, but obviously they get support sometimes, and it does frustrate me that people are battling her when she literally sat there and supported a pedalo.
But it's like her with the dolls. What do you call her? Rose.
Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah.
She was off here. You have to stay off the social media, but she still comes on all the time. And was she a convicted or with a convicted? I don't know.
It was her husband.
Her partner want it.
Mm-hmm.
It was what?
The partner. He was convicted.
Alex knows about it more.
Yeah, he chained a 15-year-old up to a radiator.
Oh, wow.
No, God.
Brian Rose.
Wow. I didn't even know that part.
There was no convictions in place, though.
Was there not?
No.
Wow.
But there's
He
also
admitted it, didn't he, in a phone call?
Yeah, he admitted it.
No Face, that Port Assassin battles the whole time. Is it Sways? He was messaging 15-year-olds.
You got Smokes, and you've got that other one there.
Smokes. Sorry, I was wrong. Smokes.
I seen that Smokes. Something about him the other day. Someone was outside his house or something, and he was saying he's not going out, and everyone saying
that was Stacks. That one was. That was Stacks.
Was Stacks actually proven true? Like, was there evidence of that? Because I've heard different stories.
Stacks was proven. There was Snapchat messages from Stacks that was outed in a live, and he said, I was chatting to her, but I didn't realise she was 15.
Right, okay.
There was, Courtney, there was like loads. And the thing is with Stacks as well, it came out last year and people didn't believe it. And then it come out again this year. And I'm just like, how are people not understanding? Like, if somebody says it last year with receipts, people are still battling them. And that's why they're able to carry on with this app. Like, I think it was No Face or Frankie said, like, people forget about it after a day and they're on the fucking dailies.
Yeah, then new people come and they don't know the history and they just like they're sort of taking it as the person they're seeing on the screen for what they are, and they don't know that's the problem. That's the risk.
I'm going to throw it a different way then, because everything that's been mentioned, obviously, fair play because everyone knows them. But I ain't fucking heard of any of them, so I can't even get involved in it. But who, like, in today's that we sit with, that we sit around, that is in our... I'm saying because not everyone sits here, but you know, like the ones that
you
are
mean
around.
Drama talk, like not so serious.
Okay,
serious,
that's it. Courtney, let's put it like that.
All right, mine would be Court Assassin then.
Okay, let's ask these questions for Drama Talk. I should have put that in there.
Mine would be Delusive Angie. And everyone's... Let me just clarify why I'm saying this, right? The only reason is why I'm saying Delusive Angie is because she said, I'm going to unalive my children and abuse them that much. And she referred to another person who was unalived, a 6-year-old child who was unalived by their parents, and this little boy died. She said, I was going to do this to my children and they were going to be unalived.
For fuck's sake.
That's why I think if somebody can say that to somebody and think like that, I think she's a pure fucking weirdo wrong'un.
I mean, my personal one is my one is obviously my personal beef, but I would say Talia and Rickster. I think they are the two most dangerous, vile human beings on this app. In Drama Talk, that's my honest opinion.
Frankie, chuck me down if there's anybody waiting to get up.
And Drama Talk for me, I'd have to say Delusive Angie as well. I think she's vile, she's disgusting, she's gone for every single community on the app.
You would say, and this is just obviously your opinion and different opinion, you would say Angie is worse than the likes of Sobriety Jack that fucking pisses in his socks and puts it in his mouth?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's different things. That's what I was trying to say to you earlier. Like, if you was to say who's the biggest pisshead on the app, then I'd say Angie. Do you know what I mean? But if you're gonna say like who's the worst, then you have to properly think about who is the worst. Do you know what I mean?
Let's be honest now, we're all sit here and go, you know what, Sobriety Jack pisses himself. But do we all not remember Angie crapped herself on live and then wiped her bum on a sock?
Yeah, I was going to say.
You got to remember that fucking Sobriety Jack also stuck objects up his bum while live. He's also walked down the street. He's also walked down the street and just shut up a wall. Do you know what I mean? There's loads.
What do you think, Frankie?
Who do I think?
Yeah.
In Drama Talk, I would probably say Sobriety Jack or Court Assassin.
See, I'm not gonna say Court Assassin. Me personally, I just think she's a beggy, terrible parent, the scum of the earth. But you know what? Around it, there's plenty of more people that have done more.
Yeah, on Drama Talk, like.
Yeah, and just outside, they blend in and out. This is the problem. On Drama Talk, right, there won't be the proper wrong-uns because they're scared to enter Drama Talk because every 5 minutes they'll be in a box and they get destroyed. You got like no contact coach. You got all these that drift in and out of Drama Talk.
Who would you say is your number one, Alex, on Drama Talk?
Diadro as well in Drama Talk. Diadro.
Yeah, see, I don't know him or anything. What about Alex? Who's yours? Who's number one?
Around Drama Talk.
Drama Talk, yeah.
Michelle, probably.
No, come on, man, let's be real.
No, I don't know, I'm joking. She's going to come from me, I'm joking. No, I don't know, it's hard because I'm only going to go on personal beef and what things that have done to me.
The personal beef.
Apologise to Michelle. Michelle, please, Alex. Thank you.
Alex, what about Elphaba? Like, because she is on Drama Talk and we know that she's not thinking of when it comes to kids on the app. Like, let's be real with that. Like, she's quite happy having children gifting her and things like that. So that, to me, is someone that's a concern on this app.
Can I just say something quickly? Can we just remember that Angie pissed in her knickers, sniffed them and put them on her head. She also said she slept with her dog, dad and brother. She also, like Alex said, shit and then used socks to wipe herself. She also vomited on her floor and then sat next to it all night.
Then
And she
somebody gets
also,
sick when you
you know,
never.
that's just some of the things. So I think she's definitely on par with Sobriety Jack and the rest of these people, and that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, that was my point. It's she's gone for so many different communities as well. She's not just affected the people within Drama Talk. She's affected a lot of people outside of Drama Talk as well, and that was my reason for saying Delusive Angie. But anyway, Frankie, thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me be on your platform. I'm going to drop because I've got a lot of background noise. Thank you so much, everyone.
Drop down as well, but if it gets a bit heated, I'll come back.
Was you all right driving back then? Did it seem? I suppose you go to school and stuff. But I was thinking more in the dark and that.
Hi, Linz. Welcome.
That's just like everyone's raised a point, but for me, any of the people that glorify SH and like being drunk or on substances on here is an issue, because they're sort of, we know they're young people on here, but even if they're over 18, it's still the kind of stuff that you wouldn't want to take your kids in a pub with a bunch of like drunk people, because they behave really badly and they say stupid things which cause issues, and they build this stigma around all the communities they end up abusing when they're under the influence, and then they don't take accountability, and those are all like really bad character flaws. So if you're like a
in the comments, remember it's an app called TikTok. We know it's just an app. I don't give a shit if it's an app or a simulation. Pissing on the floor, shitting on live, all them things you should be doing off the fucking app. We shouldn't be pissing the sock anywhere, but like,
or throwing up against walls.
It doesn't matter if this is. I'm sick of people saying this is just an app.
Yeah.
Like, if you're arguing with someone and someone's insulting you, whether you're on an app or in real life, they need a reaction. I don't give a fuck what people say.
Exactly.
It's not just an app. We live this life. So a lot of us that are in these boxes now, apart from when we're doing things now, like, we're online. So it's fucking real to us.
Can I, from what, about the drinking and the SH and things like that. So how, like, you get restrictions. I personally think TikTok should automatically turn into an 18 plus live. Like, I think rather than doing these restrictions, which don't do anything, I think it should instantly just put 18 plus, and then that way it's hopefully, like, closing it down from younger.
Well, I've clicked this one today as 18 plus, but I asked someone the other day and they said it still doesn't stop them coming in. It just tells them it's 18 plus.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. So if you're you say your account's under 13, they won't come across your live if you're on 18 plus. Do you know what I mean? But if they, as we all know, a lot of them come on there to get gifts and stuff like that, so they ain't running on child accounts, they're running on adult accounts, so they'll still see it anyway.
The issue a lot
Alex Kelly in the comments 14421 has said Alex has said some very questionable things too.
100%. I'm a wrong, and that's why.
Alex has literally been writing it in the comments if no one's seen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But then if it it's not just an app, the impact of what people do on here, like young people, up to like, well, all of us included, like, we spend a lot of time on social media, and it affects our real lives because it shapes the way we think about things. So it's not just an app. If you're like, for anyone, like, you have mental health charities, they advise the media on how to talk about SH and other stuff, because it has a real world impact that's like been studied, and there's plenty of evidence to back it up. So you can't just have like the wild west just because it's an app, when that's where everyone's having their social lives.
Yeah.
According to our people, this app wasn't like this a couple of years ago, though, was it? So
everyone's dancing.
Jade on here.
You know what it was, yeah? So it's clear to see that everyone see that going live, being yourself, doing a battle, having a laugh, got you nowhere. You know what I mean? You had to have drama going on with somebody to be relevant, and you had to have two different communities willing to battle it out with each other for them to get gifts, and it still shows to this day.
I blame the ITV for shutting off Jeremy Kyle, let's be honest. That's how it all happened.
I'm going to say something that a lot of people probably crack up with. this app was amazing when it was lockdown, because the people that were respectable and went out to work in their living were on here, and the rest of them that don't get to earn their living now are getting honestly, see, when it was lockdown, this app was absolutely fantastic. There was none of the crap, none of the folk going on talking a lot of rubbish, talking a lot of crap and peanut was and doing all the flinging poo it was. Come on, they're adults. What is going on in your mind?
Hi everybody, can I just get a quick wee word in, because I've been waiting for ages, man, and I'm trying to be calm. I just want to say, I understand for everybody, but this feels like a live.
Just disconnected. That's a kid.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got rid of him.
Yeah.
Oh. But we're just still hearing from the same people that we hear from all day, every day in the FYP and on the lines. So I would really like it that more people like us, peasants, could get in. But anyway, that's not
There a minute. You've come in here. Nobody's said anything derogatory. Nobody's called you peasants. And I've just said, if anybody wants to get up, will one of the mods just drop me? So
You haven't been waiting long anyway, because I've been checking the box.
Anyway.
Pearl, let's be honest, right? You're no an idiot. You could have just dropped yourself in the box anyway. But no, this has to be about you. It's nothing to do with you. Goodbye. Sorry, everybody, but it's just annoying.
What?
You just came in for fucking drama, girl.
There's no one in the request that I can see anyway.
It's the fact she's saying that she sat there for ages waiting to speak. She's not even
checking on mate. She hasn't been there.
Get a poll. Get a poll.
I have one thing and one thing I need to say.
One minute, Chelsea, 1 minute. Can I just tell you, whoever you are, I will jump down, Frankie, you little irrelevant woman. You sounded out of breath like you've been jogging for 5 miles. I don't make anything about me. Nothing at all. I'm in my friend's box, and if they wanted us to drop down, I'm sure the mods would chuck. I don't have to chuck myself down like I'm doing a big martyr thing. So mind your business, go wash your knickers and take your face for a little shit.
Hey, there's someone in your chat called Francis. See if they will quickly get up.
Pearl.
Francis.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen? That young lady that was saying she's your granddaughter. Have you seen a new thing she's saying?
Oh no.
Francis, do you want to request a box?
Because Francis has been on here since 2018. So if they know anything, they know fucking. They've seen it all.
She said she's pregnant with Sam Walker's baby now, Pearl.
Oh,
that's old, mate. You told you
Alex. That was 3 years since.
Oh, for God's sake.
Alex, you've been asleep too long, bro.
Oh no.
What's her name? Francis.
Yeah, Francis. Because she said she's been in it since 2018. It'd be good to hear what she would say about it.
A grandchild that I walked away from, but they are going to the BBC about us for being bad granny. Just to let you know. Sorry, go on.
Pearl, don't listen. That was obviously somebody come up from the coal. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
You're not just going to randomly come up and start going at someone like that.
What's a fucking weirdo?
Yeah, they're in the comments at Marpsy. Marpsy, jump back up and say what you got to say. Because I think it's wrong how you just come up and target her.
Oh, are you sure you want me up here for this?
Chelsea, go and get drunk.
I don't know, Alex. I don't think, Frankie, I don't think you should bring her up. She just said the reason she was out of breath was because of her anxiety, bro. You don't want to be fucking.
Yeah, I don't want to trigger your anxiety.
You know, I do love all of this trigger thing. If you don't like something, fuck
there they are.
to another live. Yes, Mapsy. What was your problem?
Hi, I'm here.
What was your problem?
Right, well, I just want to say to everybody, calm the hell down. For all the people who are calling me you on the bob, whatever, that's ridiculous.
Did you just say everybody else calm down? Do you realise the energy you had when you came up here? And you're telling everyone else to calm down?
I can understand it. But for you guys, right, okay, let me just say this and I'll F off forever. Sorry?
Come on, Mapsy, it's all about you now. Go on,
Hey,
Mapsy.
Frankie, bro, I'll big up for what you've done today, man. You've smashed that live. I'm going to drop down now, yeah?
Respect no face. Thanks for coming.
I know first.
You may as well just call.
No, Faith doesn't want to be on the FYP.
Lee Smith, I keep accepting you, but you're just loading for ages.
Mapsy, what you saying?
Bye.
I can understand, like, if someone has the opinion that it's all the same people. I don't go live yet anyway, so I just jump up when I've got something to say, and I've got quite a lot to say.
Someone drop with them.
Serious stuff.
But this is the thing, like, the people that are in drama talk, like, obviously Alex does FYP, Pearl does some lives where she maybe talks about drama talk, like, I've obviously done it. We are going to have the opinions on it and know a little bit more than people who maybe watch only a little bit on the sidelines, because we are probably a little bit more invested in it.
If nobody's waiting for the boxes, what do they want us to do? They just want us to jump out. I think it was just somebody so annoyed that they seen my beautiful, pretty face up here.
I agree, Pearl. She's just
No, they wasn't in the box, mate. I've been checking the boxes the whole time, and there was no one there. And then when it flashed up, I let them in.
Sorry, so you know you have on your second thing who has said the worst on this app?
Yeah.
I want to put somebody out there. I'm going to put G out there.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's gone for so many people, and the way that she's affected, like, Amanda, Jojo, Anya, everybody else, it's been another level.
Yeah, I agree.
I think for me, it's got to be delusive Angie. I just think the manipulation, the fact that she takes no accountability for her actions, it's, you know, other people that have done, yeah, they have done stuff and said stuff on this app, but they own the shit. You know, the manipulation, the fact that it's an act, it's dark humour, it's this, that and the other. She is vile, like, vile.
So exactly like EQ then.
Yeah, I was going to say EQ needs to be mentioned.
I totally agree.
Will you leave EQ out of it, please?
Absolutely not, Alex.
All that, this is an act and this is dark humour, all that doesn't wash with me. I think it's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, and somebody else has wanted me to add Geordie, Lisa, Shez and Laura to that G bracket as well.
Oh, I don't know. Who?
The ones that were the child doctors the other day, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
you know the ones that Baggy was doing a live on?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm quite aware of the fairies, so I'm not 100% sure what went on with that.
All night, if you mentioned, like, every single person, like, there's people on this app here that people from Drama Talk won't even be aware of that say the most whack things I've ever heard in my life. Like, I went into a live and it was, like, extremism. Like, it was crazy. Like, there's so many people on here that do whack things, which is why I think the biggest perpetrator of the shit that happens on this app is TikTok themselves.
Yeah,
I agree with
that. Because they're happy to monetize it, but say, oh, we've got all these guidelines, but they're quite happy for it to all happen.
Yeah, but they're not to blame for what people fucking say and do.
Yeah, but they will, but they're not stopping it either, though, Frankie.
But there must be millions of people on here. I know what you're saying, and people wrong ones that like that. And
I think
that's a child.
But then again, can we really blame TikTok? Because, you know, if TikTok goes, they're just going to move on to another app.
Yeah, but can I be real with you? Like, I know, I get what Frankie's saying, like, that TikTok can't be held responsible for what people are saying on this app, yeah? But you cannot tell me that TikTok are not aware of some of the extreme conversations that happen on this app and some of the conversations that are not appropriate for
and the
underage.
actions, they can't be for the actions. Someone block that warrior, please, that was a child.
No, but think about it this way. So they've got terms and conditions, and we know that they ban people for stupid stuff, and then they don't ban other people. Their responsibility is to uphold those as a blanket rule. Like, you can't have terms and conditions that meet legal requirements to not put kids at risk on an app, for instance, and then not apply those across the board. That's where their responsibility is.
My
point being, no matter what TikTok do, people pissing and shitting on a camera can't be helped, whether the police ran this or, like, it's the people. Surely it's not TikTok. We can't be saying it's TikTok that are causing it.
They do it, come on. They do it just to be relevant, just to make everybody talk about them, and they just top Kent's end of.
Yeah, but what real adult, normal person would do that type of shit? I don't care. If someone said to me
somebody who's obsessed with TikTok who hasn't got a life, who their life is TikTok, only somebody like that.
If someone said to me now, Frankie, tomorrow if you go live and shit in your hands and clap, you're going to make thousands of pounds a day, you can quit your job, blah, blah. Do you know what? I still wouldn't do it.
Frankie, do you know what? You've just made a point I wanted to make, and I'm going to jump down. I would love not more than TikTok to turn the gifting off for like a month, say, and just see the change in this app and see the people who left, who naturally just left the app.
Yep.
You know, and the people who want to see
I had
their
a
own
platform,
people.
little Susie, for medical negligence. I was lucky if I had 5 or 6 people in my life because it wasn't drama.
That's what I'm saying. You know, there are people like Pearl comes on overnight, Frankie, Alex, whatever, you know, Courtney, Chelsea, you know, and they sit with their own people, whether it be chatting or whatever, and they're not interested in the gifts and the money and whatever.
No, not at all.
No, definitely not.
But I feel like a lot of the people
one
here...
time, she was slagging people off who had dead children, and my daughter's dead.
Yeah.
And she said, "Who are you talking to? Get out my life." And then that Lindsay started. You know, I'm like you, Susie.
I'm the same with you, Lola. Put Lynn's, Delusive Angie, and Evil Queen all in the same bracket.
and I'm not frightened of
Use the dark humour. Use the dark humour and the excuses. It's banter. It's dark humour.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
not the end of it.
And I went in here live when she was talking about dead children, and I said,
watch the words you're using, please.
Sorry, love. Sorry.
Unalived.
And I just said, you know, you're very lucky you've never had children, and you don't know the heartache it brings you. And the carry on out of them all, they were like feral, the way they ran at me. And I just said to her, anytime you want to come to Liverpool, happy to meet up with your queen.
But you wouldn't.
No, absolutely.
No, not a chance. Not a chance. That's why she sits in a
Well,
bedroom.
run to the paw. That's what they do.
Can I mention about, because obviously people mention about trigger warnings, and I know some people don't like them. I know some people are not happy with, like, think there's no point doing trigger warnings. But do you know why I don't think there's point doing them? Is people just put trigger warning, but no one actually knows what the trigger warning is.
I said that as well.
Anyway. I think they're pointless. I'll never use them.
But, like, the thing is, if you go into Delusive Angie's live and everyone's putting trigger warning, but no one knows what is the trigger. Like, everyone's triggers are
Angie's a
different.
walking trigger, Courtney.
No,
isn't she?
I know that. I'm just using her as an example. You
Yeah, no, I know.
But if someone...
The thing is, let's be honest now, right? And this is the truth. I'll do it just out of respect because everyone else does it right. But if I'm going to be totally honest with you, hand on heart.
Warrior, you're not coming in the box. You're a child. You're getting blocked as we speak.
If there's someone literally right, and you tell someone, "Oh, this is really, we're mentioning this now. It's really, it might trigger you if you've gone through this." 99.9% of people, even if they've been through that experience, will sit on the fear of missing out and not knowing what's being said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, so I've been in, like, various different hospitals and rehabs and stuff, and that is a definite, like, they definitely reinforce the idea that there are going to be triggers out there in the world, and obviously there's some conversations that you don't have every day, and which that's what the trigger warning should be for, like, really, really sensitive subjects, like what we've been talking about all live. But when it's just everywhere, it's like you can't... I remember there was a woman in hospital with me who didn't want us to put bowls of plums in the rooms because she said it triggered her eating problem, and that was obviously just not like realistic in any way. So I think it just becomes like a weapon to use, like if someone hasn't put a trigger warning and then they dare discuss, you know, something serious or even something that's not serious. Again, it's just a nonsense.
Well, I'm going to put it out there, right? And listen, I don't care if the comments is going to go at me or not. On the drama side of TikTok, if you are coming on here with your mental health and like your all these things that trigger you, why would you put yourself through that torture knowing fine well you're on drama talk?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So
I just think one person's trigger is different to another person, so there's no point in putting trigger warning because, like you say, if you put trigger warning, people stay to see what you're warning them of.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying, Frankie, if we don't actually say what the trigger is, so say for instance the conversation is about SA. If we're just putting trigger warning and people don't know that the trigger is SA, people are going to just stay there.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at that comment.
I'm sorry.
Did a trigger warning for someone calling her a French.
What do you want to say, Michelle?
Michelle? I don't, Pero, listen, the daily number one's in the box and you're still talking. What the fuck?
Go on, Queen Michelle.
Oh my God, you called me Queen.
I had to block that word in her live earlier because she's that offended by it.
Can I just say that there was absolutely nobody in the box? So the people that are saying, "Oh my God, it's the same people in the box all the time," that's because we jump up into the box.
Yeah.
Also,
Secondly,
I've never been in Frankie's box before. You're saying so. I'm.
Can we have quiet, please?
Person.
Michelle's talking. Thank you.
Sorry.
Again, Jodie, I'm the number one in the
She's got a number one badge there now. She takes over.
Like, I'm being serious about it. I even changed my photo and everything. Also, I fucking forgot what I was going to say. I've been too much.
That to affect the wolf, didn't you, Michelle? Be honest.
Well, I come up to have a go at Alex because Alex seems to think he has something new and thinks that he can't follow people back that have been there for ages.
Michelle, I do follow you back. What are you going on
No,
about?
you
now?
don't. So there's an account that I follow and it just says following. It's pissing me off. The same with
Michelle,
Pale
you're probably following one of my fake accounts, Michelle.
Guys, can I just say, all you famous people in here, if it helps, I've never been on the dailies, so can we stop rubbing it in, please?
Alex doesn't even
It's not
follow
about you,
him.
Frankie. Just
on the
because you're
dailies.
holding alive, it's not about you.
Can I just say, Michelle might have been dailies, but I'm actually on the dailies today.
Oh, wow.
Enough daily talk now, guys, because it's a bit hurtful.
Right, guys, we're meant to be talking about people on the app, and there's going to be beef in the boxes now.
I am on that. People that annoy me in the app, right? So there's Brett Boy, there is Canadian Andy, there is SH Alfie. It reminds me a wee bit of Alex, and I don't know why. But anyway, it might be the height, I don't know.
Brett Boy, I can understand his fucking. I don't even know what he does, and he does really well.
He's in the corner eating his nuts.
He does really well as well, though, I don't get it.
Can I ask for no Canadian slander, please?
I remember why I came up now. Everybody kind of boohooed Phil when she came up earlier on when she was talking about wrong ones and that. But do you know how upset that woman was that her friends did that to her? And I understand that when you're talking about pedos and that, this, that, the next thing, that it maybe isn't quite as serious. However, if you are putting out people's addresses, you are putting that in the hands of predators in real life, and you are telling them where there's fucking kids and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, if anything, I was
saying about wrong-uns, anything to do with kids, yes, wrong-uns.
So I think Phil should be allowed to come back up and say what she was going to say, because
I'm happy.
Phil dropped. She said she'd go back in the comments.
You know how upsetting it would. Frankie, I don't know. Right, see, as a single parent, right, I'm quite a strong person, but if somebody was to do that to me, it would consume me that somebody could actually hurt my child or know where my child is. Like, it would really fucking hurt me. So
It's filling the
thing there, isn't it? Like,
and that is bringing it to real life.
Yeah.
If that's having, if people can do stuff on here they'd never do in real life, so it's easy for them to like sit behind an account and dox people. And I know what we were saying about TikTok can't be responsible for what people do, but they can like see patterns and see if people are repeating the same things, and there's evidence.
Why are the mods putting the emojis of grow up on when we're talking about serious things? I don't understand.
I'm not even looking. I'm just thinking about.
No, I think they're just using the emotes, mate, because they've done all of them.
But like on my son plays VR, right? Facebook Meta or whatever it is that owns that, and they've got a system where, like, because obviously you're interacting with people you don't know from around the world in the VR games, you get like they look at a pattern of reporting if someone's reported you for something, and then they've got an algorithm that kind of analyzes all that data, and then if you get banned, you can appeal the ban and they'll know if it's false or if it's come from a pattern of stuff from a lot of different people that aren't connected. So there are ways that they can do it a bit better, because they should be getting rid of all of that stuff. It's not putting anyone at risk or like.
See, the thing is, this isn't about AIs or anything. This is about actual human beings that have befriended people on the app, took personal information and then used it against them. That's my issue with people.
And it's savage that people bloody do that. You use your trust into people and then they go ahead and use, you know, what you said in confidence against you, or they make you feel uncomfortable deliberately because you know and they know that they know stuff about you.
Yeah. I just beg everyone, like, whether you're someone that uses TikTok properly or, like, you know, whatever, just use it for fun. I beg, please don't give out your personal information.
Courtney, see the thing is, right, I have, everybody says that my walls are up, I'm guarded. I sometimes stop what I'm saying before I say it. Just let your walls down, just talk to me. And sometimes you do. Sometimes you're upset or you're fucking drunk or you're emotional and you let your guard down and you tell people stuff. Or like I've given my address out to somebody because my son really, really fucking wanted something. Do you know how fucking paranoid I now am because I've done that? And the nasty and your head just fucking spirals about all the nasty things that can fucking happen. It shouldn't be like that though.
I just think it depends on morals. I was saying this, me and Top Girl was saying this earlier, that there's things that I know about people on here, well, not a lot of people, but some people that really could change things, but even if I fell out, I would never say anything, or I've heard things through people, about people.
Yeah.
I'll argue with people.
I would only say something if it's to protect somebody, but at the same time, like, we're all human beings, and a lot of us are women who, from now and again, you do get emotional, you get fucking run down, you start talking, and then the next thing folk are using it against you, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's sad because everybody needs to talk to somebody, right? And then you put your, sometimes I do it more than most, I put my trust in people, right? Because you take everybody as you are yourself. I know I'm a Kent, but I've got a heart, and I would never, ever, ever betray anybody's trust, whether I was speaking to them or not. Never. End of. That's it. But what Levi, who's that?
Shut up. Tracy.
What Levi done with, what you call him, with Phil was, and especially when she's got children, and I'm right, is Phil a single parent?
I'm not sure. She's got a fella.
1 minute. She's not a single parent, but her baby dad is, like, I'd say to my baby dad, he's not fucking want to have a fight or with the law and stuff. He goes to work, he goes home, and he fucking goes to sleep. Do you know what I mean?
Even still, which way it's bad, but
I'll go to work and I'll still smash her then if you come to my house.
I thought she was like by herself, so I was going to say that's even more frightening for herself. But he's just a little snake, a rat, and he can't get no lower for what he's done.
Yeah, 100%. Like, listen, Pearl, you know my real name. I know 100% if I fell out with you,
never know.
Michelle, even Alex, and me and Alex have had fucking arguments on this app. I know it would never ever come back. Phil's here now. Do you want to put her in the box? I know it would never come out.
Well, girl, I had one night on this app when the last person I thought I would ever talk to about personal things was Alex, and I sat and fucking cried and got angry and everything on the phone to him. If he was to then turn round and tell people on a live what I fucking said,
I don't think Alex is like that though.
No, not.
Like,
because some people, you get to a point, I know, you get to a point where you are really fucking low and you pour your heart out. You don't expect somebody to go live the next day and fucking tell folk.
To use it against you. Exactly. I don't, like, you know.
Alex, how many times have I been on the phone to you and I mean heartbroken over things?
A lot of the times, and this is where, when all that thing happened to you before, and when people were saying, like, oh my God, like, you're friends with this person, I said, but the person that you've all seen on the app, and I know under people only can judge people based on their character, what they've seen online. However, I knew you, and I knew how devastated you was, so that's why I thought to myself, like, this wasn't you as a person. I know this was, and that's what I mean. So I had a difference of opinion to other people. I know people got offended, and you know what? They definitely did.
I've cried to Top Girl on the phone, and like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, when you know you've got somebody you can talk to, you do open up and you do pour your heart out. But sometimes you're desperate. You're desperate and you want to talk to people, and it doesn't matter what you're telling them at that time. You just need to talk to people. But then you putting your trust in their hands, and I know the people I've spoke to on that level, I can trust 1,000,000%.
I still think it's good to have a barrier up, like, because personally myself, like, I mean, I've made a fool of myself many times on this app.
Who wasn't?
You know what I mean? And I feel like people can sometimes get what they want from you and then just fuck you off and not care. Do you know what I mean?
It's
And I think it's always good to make that barrier.
Hey, but it's not as if me and Alex are fucking close, our best buddies in this app. Like, he doesn't like me half the time, and the other half of the time I don't like him. Like, I would never dream of showing, like,
I know Michelle, look how many run-ins me and you had.
Like, I wouldn't expect him the next day to go, oh look, I recorded our phone call last night.
Yeah.
Look at this blubbering
That's
Rick.
snaky. But look how many run-ins me and you's had, and I could put my hand on the Bible and swear on everything I love in this world. You could tell me, like, private things, and never in a lifetime, if we fell out, if we'd done the worst of the worst to each other, that would never ever be discussed. And that's why I'm trusting, because I think everybody.
Can I also say as well, one person who's known for doxing on this app, right, is Alicia. I've known her probably close to 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, 3 people I've cried to on the phone. No, 4. Pearl, Michelle, Jodie, and Alicia. Yeah. And not one fucking person of them 4 people who probably know my full fucking life story, I could trust 100% that it would never come out on this app. Ever. Especially, and Misty. Fucking fuck Misty. She just messaged me now. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Misty.
Exactly.
I love you, Miss J.
Like, to me, right, what is it going to benefit you by telling somebody personal things?
Honestly.
Exactly.
See all these people that have got gifting badges next to their name?
Yeah.
They are all trying to buy friends as well. They're all trying to be fucking seen. It's just mine is fucking bigger. It's all fucking relative to your life. Stop fucking saying that to me, because it's highly fucking irritating.
I've got a 26 badge and I pay for friendships, which is not accepted.
Can I, Michelle, please, can you tell somebody, well, not somebody, 650 people, what I rang you and told you this morning?
No.
All right, okay, don't say it. But I just want people to, I'm very hard work. I'll admit it, I'll put my hands up. I'm very fucking hard work, and if I've got 2 people in my fucking life who are willing to sit there and listen to me, I'm happy with that. I don't care about money. I don't care about friends. If I've got 2 fucking people in my life who are there and able to listen to me, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you want to say something, Phil?
Pardon?
Do you want to say something, mate?
I don't know what I missed because I left.
No, I was just saying I understand where Top Girl was saying about Levi, because yous were friends to make it worse than anything. For him to do that, put your kids in danger, then sorry, Phil, because I said, is Phil a single parent? I didn't know you had a partner, sorry.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say was, to me, that was even worse with a woman and children on her own. But to me, he's a rat, he's a snake on his belly, on the belly, and he's the worst of the worst, because what good has that done him by doing that? All it's done now is make you constantly think overtime, spin you into the depths of depression, and be more protective over your family.
Yeah, like, I don't think people realise, like, how much it's affected me.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Just to let you know, Levi is in the comments.
Levi, be in the comments. He's a snake, he's a rat, and he can't get no lower than a snake's belly, and he doesn't even deserved to have that either.
The only reason is obviously to let you know, Phil.
Yeah.
That's not in the box.
I would just, like, never do that to anyone. Like, that thought in my head just don't cross. But, like, it wasn't just my address. It was my full name. They'd been on my partner's Facebook and got a picture of my face, his Facebook, where it's like 5 years ago. I was like so depressed. I just had a baby, and they've used that picture to green screen and like tried to out me that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that. You know, I'm usually like so gobby, and I'm first one to back people, but now like I don't know, like I don't go live anymore since.
It's changed.
I'll go in Top Girls Boxer because a lot of time now it'll be sub only.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
it's like,
but this all started because
I wouldn't please him, my Phil, by saying now he's in the box and he knows what he's done to you. But I just think of it this.
Let her just tell him how she's feeling.
Well, I wouldn't give him that privilege. I'll shut up.
Sorry.
Like I just personally would never treat anyone how they both treat me. Like, just because maybe I know it was Sophie, because I was in Sophie's agency before all this. And I left agency, which is how she got me address. And then I had an opinion, like everyone else on the app. And then that's how it all, like, spiralled.
So basically, Sophie's using the agency to gain people's personal information, which is sick.
Yeah.
Be an instant removal of the agency, surely.
I've reported it.
Okay.
And like, I had to go to the police about her, and I got sent a screen recording where Levi were like, "Oh, we'll find out who went to the police," and something like, "You're a fucking gimp," and all this.
So they were blackmailing you as well, really.
Yeah, but I had no choice but to go to the police. Like, I don't want my address out there for reasons. What's not on the app, and it's not gonna be.
No,
but there's reason. Why would anyone want the address out there anyway?
Uh-huh.
And all of this because Phil walked away from a friendship because she didn't agree with the things that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
That is all. You didn't do anything wrong.
Have you tried to speak to him, Phil, off the app, like?
I will never ever speak to them ever again.
No, I wouldn't.
I just mean regarding your address, like, have you tried to chat to him or?
No.
Thing is, like, once it's already been done, you can't take that back then, can you? They've already put it out there. So, like, they've already done the worst they can do. Like, to me, like, sorry doesn't even cut that because you've already done it. You've
Like,
already
it's
done
not
the
even
damage.
just me. Like, it's my kids, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
If I were just on my son, I wouldn't care. But my kids, come on, man.
But
Like,
what
Levi spoke to me kids.
Is, my Phil, Levi knows because he's with Sophie, and like Sophie's got her 3 babies there, and she's by herself. So how would it be if like the shoe was on the other foot?
Yeah. Like, it's just like it just devastated me, honestly, and it just made me so ill.
And then obviously you had the situation with the Red Devil as well after that.
Yeah, and then that Red Devil, he jumped in box and started shouting my name and my address again.
Who's that? That one, that Peter Griffin geezer?
He goes by Jason as well, Diamond Desire. And
Can you tell him what he admitted to the other day, though, Phil?
Yeah, he told me that basically he'd put it. Sophie did address, and then he jumped on bandwagon and jumped in box and did it to me as well.
Wow.
And because they were messaging me saying sorry to me. Sorry, I'm shaking. He were messaging me saying sorry, and I was saying that he's going to come off the app. But then I've seen him like today in comments, doxing Top Girl's husband. Like,
Sorry, I've had to jump up. You've been cam-tooed, and boy, Angie, she's really doing in at you, Frankie. I'm sorry, but she is.
No one's even mentioned Angie, so...
I know you haven't, but she says she's going to get you all off the app because of what she's lost 3 accounts today, hasn't she?
Nothing to do with me, mate.
I know it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with nobody on here.
The situation with Angie is as well, yeah, what you got to realise is what happened between me and her what I said was wrong. I apologise on multiple occasions. I've never gone for her since, so
I know.
Everyone can fuck
Right,
up.
see if Angie's come to in this. I don't know if you realise this or not, Angie, but there is people with more views in their lives peeling an egg than you've got. The words that come out your mouth trigger the AI on TikTok, and that is why you lose your accounts. You have had so many warnings on your accounts that it's yourself and your mouth and your actions that get you fucking banned. Nobody is mass reporting you. You'll know that fucking important when you're fucking naked.
I ain't reporting. I work most of the day. That's why I only come on the evenings. But I knew this was going to happen regarding Angie, yeah, but people are entitled to their opinion, and I'll be honest with you, I think she's only been mentioned for about 2 minutes.
And can I also say, Angie, you was talking about thank you to Top Girl. Top Girl's daily number 24, and I didn't have to go on Drama Talk, so kiss and mick to you.
And can I remind people, right, this app is all over the world. There is billions and billions and billions of people on this world. So if you really are sitting there thinking you're the best bloody cult on the app and your room is the best with the best viewers, you are so mistaken. Like, there is thousands, millions of people on this app, and you are a very small person compared to a lot of them. So please, people, stop doing that.
No one was.
Gives me the
no one was talking about Angie. No one was talking about Angie until she just came to us. So I don't get it. Like, if you don't want people to talk about you, why get involved?
That is the whole point. Nobody was talking about her. Nobody was talking about her because she's fucking irrelevant. So that's why she's kicking off, so that you start talking about her. Just leave her fucking to it.
Exactly. Your mum down the stairs.
Same sentence. However, I've gone on from there.
Just in the park. That's why she stays in her fucking mum's box room. She kicked her dog in the park. She's not allowed out the house. Leave her to it.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Good night, Frankie. No, she's...
It actually makes me laugh. I don't ever mention ever. Like,
no, you don't.
First opportunity she gets, like, she ain't got fuck all on me. She never have. I said one thing to her, which I apologised all over the app. She tried to say I didn't. I found the proof, and she tried to skip the truth. But listen, fuck it. It's irrelevant, mate. I'm not going to keep going on about her. So.
No.
I'm okay, guys. And if she is come to in, can you please tell Diana this is a challenge for her? If she comes on camera, I will come on camera, full length, live camera, to show my double chin. If she can do the same, we'll do it the same time.
Oh, she's watching recordings, apparently.
Oh, she's not come to in, and just said she's watching recordings.
Who said that?
Ange, not Angie.
When did she say that? Just
in the comments, yeah.
Well, it's funny how me and Joanne have just been sitting in the same kitchen watching Ange come to in you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Now I'll go.
Amy made a good point. Can we get back to the Phil situation?
Yes, get back to you. You know it.
I think that's all that's really happened. Like, it was just that night. Like, it was just awful.
Where do you want to go from here with it, Phil? You're just moving on, like?
Yeah, like, they didn't know I'd been to police until now, but it was me that went to police. Police have not given me a telling off like he's telling everyone on the app. Like, she got a letter sent, and they've basically said if they carry on, I can get it done for harassment. But I think she's got bigger fish to fry now.
This is what I mean, you know, when I was talking, sorry for taking the piss, but I just wanted to say that to Angie. But look, somebody just mentioned it again. She's again accusing me of things that I've not done to my children, and I challenge anyone to ring social services, like ring them. If you're that worried about a child being in danger, ring them. Angie knows my fucking name, and she knows where I live. Ring the social services.
Mm-hmm.
If you're that worried about a child, ring social services. Stop accusing me of things on the internet. Ring social services. And that's why, like, this is my biggest argument today with Angie is you can't say things about kids, right, and then not do the proper fucking steps to safeguard children. Ring social services. Because I'm telling you now, my fucking midwife is saying she's waiting for the calls. Ring social services, you crackhead. Sorry, Frankie.
Let's not waste the time.
This is the thing, like, people say the wildest stuff on this app, and a lot of the time, like, and I'm not just talking about Angie, like, I'm talking about a lot of people, like, they say the wildest stuff, and these people that follow them sit there and believe it, and it's all, like, they're not facts, it's misinformation. There's so much misinformation on this app, it is wild.
No,
Even
but
when it
there's
comes to,
people
like,
that actually need social services and they're reporting good mums like Top Girl who don't.
But do you know
Like,
what pisses
stop
me
wasting
off,
the
don't
time.
you? They all sit here running the fucking gums on here, and they would never in a lifetime step in front of your face and say half and a quarter.
Yeah, but I don't mean just
100%.
that. I don't mean just that, Pearl. Like, anyone that knows me on this app, they know my job, right? And I'm not going to say it because there's too many peeps in this room, right? And you know the amount of misinformation when it comes to health that I hear? It is ridiculous. Like, it's not even just misinformation on a person. It's misinformation that is actually on people's lives, their bodies, serious fucking shit. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Can I just say one more thing? Like, Angie has and her following have threatened to phone social services to get my son taken away from me. And I have to say, the past 2 days I have been so busy with work. I've basically worked 40 hours straight, or 57 hours straight I've worked, right? I woke up this morning and my son had socks hanging from the TV in the living room. There was fruit shoot bottles everywhere. Do you know what? Phone social services. Phone them, because I need a fucking break. I am not dealing with this shit anymore.
Do you know what the problem is? It's because Frankie's doing debates, they're doing well, his platform's doing well. He's got people in here that don't necessarily get on with Angie, so when people have an opinion, it turns into a big deal. But what it boils down to is the cult is small, they cannot beat me in box battles. I'm the cult.
There you go, Billy.
Alexa, play Cool Rider. Honestly, don't even rise to it, because she gets off on it. You know, she probably gets off on, like, when people are pissed off by her. She likes that. They all like that. There's no point. Just say, yeah, okay, cool. Here's the number. Here's my address. Ring social services. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, no one was even talking about her, Alicia, though. I don't know if you've been listening, but we weren't mentioning that.
Thank you, Linda. That's what I challenged it on Dave's live. I challenged it on Dave's live. Like, you know my address. You know my name. Ring social services. Everyone knows I live in Salford. It's not a fucking hidden fact. Ring social services. I don't give a fuck.
You know, when you're talking about subjects like this, she is going to be brought up because she does have controversial opinions on things, and she has done controversial things. So if you don't want people to speak about you, don't move crazy on a public social media app, and then people won't speak about you. If you're going to act crazy, people are going to say something.
That's the whole point, though, why she does it, because she needs to be spoke about.
Yeah.
She's in the depth of depression. If nobody's speaking about her, she will cause a situation or say something outrageous for people to speak about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I knew it was going to happen, you know. I knew it was going to happen, but it's fucking...
Do you know what the thing is? Like, if we're all sitting here, we're all real about ourselves, yeah? If people stop mentioning her name, she would become so irrelevant.
Exactly.
Nobody mentioned her though, Chelsea. Like today, she was going on. I mentioned her first. No, she mentioned me first.
I mean the clapbacks.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I shouldn't have clapped back, but when my kids are involved and she's
100%, babe.
My mouth doesn't shut, and everyone knows I will say the most on this app, especially when it comes to my kids and my religion. I don't give a fuck.
And that's what I mean. It's hard because like I was saying in Top Girl's sub live the other day, which by the way I'm just loving so much. Can people please do that more, because it was so freeing. Like I was saying, like I can't understand how Top Girl or anyone like that can feels, right? Because I've not had my child mentioned in that kind of way. And when it comes to kids, I can only imagine, you mention your kids like anyone's kids like that, they're gonna lose it, and people use that to their advantage. They really bloody do.
You need to look at it this way: that like people have been saying to me, "Oh, you know, Ziana was awful to you," but look at Ziana's life. Her life is sitting in Angie's box, cam to in for her, and doing everything she's told. You know, she looks like shit. She sounds like shit. Her IQ's obviously like, you know, bottom of the barrel. So none of these people could affect me. And as for Angie saying stuff, she's living in a box room. She don't leave the room. She goes out sometimes to try and prove a point because people say it.
Can you please show Ziana's picture? Because you said I have a double chin and it really affected me.
That's why I got in the box.
I know Levi's come to him.
Yeah, I'm being doxed again in
Hang
there.
on 1 second. Yeah, Sophie will dox because Sophie's a piece of shit. But look at her life. You've got a boyfriend who lives at his mum's house and he's lied to you about everything. So
Bill, that's harassment now.
Yeah, I've just received a screenshot. Thanks, Sophie, for that.
That's harassment now.
That'll go on police reference, dickhead. This is what I mean, like, you speak out about these fucking idiots on this app and then they just keep going and going and going. Leave me the fuck alone.
And this is the thing, like, and people wonder why people don't speak up about certain creators. This is why. This is why. I spoke up about Brett Boy. What did he do? Doxed my whole name on his fucking live.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is why people don't speak up.
Hey, my Irish.
I will never ever stop talking about these people. For as long as they talk about me, I'll speak about them. I ain't scared of people sat in their mum's box rooms. People who can't get out of bed to take their kids to school in the morning.
Alicia, stop giving it that lovely thing as a box room. It's a fucking cesspit.
Just trying to be kind, pal.
Don't. Just always be yourself. It's a cesspit.
Hi, everyone.
This Miss Penguin in the live because she lives near Angie and it was her best friend's dog that Angie kicked in real life. She's at me in the comments.
Who?
Big up Irish. We love Irish.
Who's that well?
So Miss Penguin, if she wants to come in after. Oh, Carla did message you. We love Carla on these days.
Hold up, because I'll say puppies. Alex, follow me back in that other account though. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Just jumped up quickly. Alicia just touched on a point I was going to make, actually. When these people have nothing else going on in their lives and TikTok is their whole life, they've got nothing to lose, and this is part of the problem. Whereas the rest of us have real lives that can be impacted. They have absolutely zero to lose. And that's the first time I've heard what happened to Phil. So, Phil, I am so sorry, hon. My heart was just breaking for you because I know what it's like to be doxxed.
Yeah.
I did a load of work for years. My voice is dying again with a charity group to do with kids and women. And there was about 4 of us that got targeted and they put up a reward to get information on me, everything. That's why I can show myself now. But it's nasty. We have people turning up at kids' schools, taking photos of the kids outside schools and posting that, along with the addresses for everywhere. And it's emotionally violating. It just doesn't feel nice at all. So I'm so sorry that these people are on you, and they're still on you now by the sound of it.
Yeah, it's just because I've not really spoke about it.
Yeah.
Like what they've done. And because obviously they think they're big and bad, but we'll see.
Exactly. That's when they have power. That's when it's like that. I mean, anybody that ever sees me around will know. If I'm in a box, I try and present myself a certain way because I know I have stuff that I can lose on the outside world. Do you know
Is this that Miss Penguin, Tugwell?
Yeah, hi.
My dryer's on, but yeah, Miss Penguin.
Yeah, that was my friend's dog, like my best friend, like in the real life. That was her dog that she kicked, and I went over to her house. I told it in pals. I went over to her house, and she was like, "Oh my god, look what's happened!" Because I hadn't seen her for a couple of years, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's Delulu," and she was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "That's Delusive Angie. Like, she is a wrong 'un," and she did kick her dog, and there is proof, there is videos and stuff, and yeah.
Have you got the videos to them, Miss Penguin, where she actually done it? Again. Oh, is that where she actually physically kicks the dog?
Yeah, I live near her, like I'm just around the corner from her. So if you look on, do you know, has anyone got that Nextdoor app?
No, but I mean, you know, on the video, is it actually shown her kicking the dog?
So it shows Angie, like, it shows her, like, kicking it away from her, and it shows her, like, arguing with her about it.
Oh, no, I've got that one.
Yeah.
Advocate, can I just say, Angie, the big advocate for dogs and animals, but says that she essayed her dog and made the noises to replicate what she did to her dog.
Yeah. And if you go on Nextdoor, like in London, you have an app called Nextdoor, and if you put in her name, sorry, I've got a bad throat, there is loads of stuff about Delulu on there. Like, there is so much stuff about her shouting at kids, about her just being loud, about her being horrible. Like, there's loads
if ever I come down there Christmas caroling or Easter bunnies, like, and an Easter eggs and that, I might meet you one day, Miss Penguin.
Yeah, let's go for it. Because I always say I feel like going there, but my kids mean more to me than her, so I don't want to get into it.
So yes, I might come down to yours and do a bit of Christmas caroling, and we just might spread some cheer around the neighbourhood and then just Easter eggs out.
Yeah, I think she might burn
to do
though.
it because you can't hear the bangs.
Yeah, I think she might burn though if people start singing Christmas carols at her because of the way she is.
Can I, sorry, because I was just listening to her live and she's listening to a recording where I spoke about Elphaba and she's just sat there and said that Elphaba's harmless, she doesn't do anything wrong.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She's pissed.
But she was always drunk. She is known as a drunk. If you, anyone who's on Nextdoor, if you go on Nextdoor and I can't really dox where she lives, can I? If anyone has seen the videos about where she lives, if you go on the area where she lives, you'll be able to see in Nextdoor app, and it will come up, like Angie, yeah. Yeah, I'm not far from Norfolk. I'm like 5 minutes from there, babes.
Oh my God, I'd hate for her to be my neighbour, I'm not even going to lie.
Which is horrible because I've had situations going on and the police do mention this absolute cretin, and they're like, because of these TikTok people, things can't get done because they use it as an emergency.
Hungry guy, no. I know it's not my life, but no.
No, let's not do that. This is a kind life.
No.
The thing is, like, with Angie, like, when someone said she was watching earlier, I don't understand, like, she's not blocked. I don't understand why she never comes in. What's the issue, like?
Frankie, she's not actually cam 2ing. What she's doing is she's got her minions that go around and screen record people's lives. You'll have a Frankie file now. Be proud and happy. There's a unicorn one, there's an Elisa one, there's a baggy one.
We've all got one.
Yeah, we've all got our files.
We've all got a police case.
Yeah, can people stop doing that on this
Everyone,
app? It's
I'm
not just
going.
Angie. People do
Bye,
files.
my
as well.
tough girl.
Bye, everyone. And I am daily number 24. Thank you.
Top girl, have you subbed?
Huh? I
You
did.
subbed?
I subbed on my other account. Check.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye, love you.
Courtney, Tracy come up earlier though and said she was absolutely slating me and she was listening to it.
Yeah, so what she's doing is, she does this with all of our lives. If her name is mentioned, her minions will record it and then send it to her. Smiles is the one that you'll often see go, Angie, check your WhatsApp, because she's sending her the screen recordings.
It's weird. It's weird behaviour. It's weird.
Them that are the issue, right? See if she, like, fair enough, I get what other people are going to say, well, then don't talk about her. But if people weren't screen recording her lives and sending it to her, there wouldn't be this. It's her minions who want Angie to be in the drama.
Yeah, but Angie wants it
She
well.
was cam 2ing you, Frankie. She's not currently. She's watching videos of you.
Oh, she was, okay.
No, I'm not saying if she was or wasn't, I don't know. But since I've been watching, she's watching videos of you.
Yeah.
Alex, you got anything to say, mate? You're not speaking.
That's because everyone else is talking, mate. Rude to just put in. I think, to be honest with you, mate, we're all going to have difference of opinions based on our experiences with different creators and that, innit? Let's be honest.
You're doing a campaign on me tomorrow.
I'll just say, someone's just said in the comments that Sophie Bailey's in the room, and I think that is why Phil's dropped.
Oh, okay.
Right. I'll give you the heads up, okay?
Yeah, so this has all happened.
I want to go now. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Levi is in the box, fully
Yeah, he
going.
is.
Play Alex's video. Play this video. Blah blah blah. Like wanting just that like full on rant about all of us because his name was mentioned.
What, has Levi said anything about me?
I've not heard
I've not
anything about
heard it.
you, but Alex was heavily mentioned by Levi.
And the only reason, Frankie, like why she's currently going at you is because you're doing debates and that was her thing. And she doesn't like the idea that you
Still
could
do, mate, so I don't understand why she's so sour. Honestly, it really fucks me off, man. And obviously, what I said before was bang out of order, but like I just said, it is Levi saying about me, because if a male's going to say something, then I can go at them. But I've never
But Frankie, there's so many
like
people.
Levi, so he doesn't want to start bringing me into it.
There's so many people on this app that do debates. Like, there's so many people that do
do it once
debates
a
on
week.
this app. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you're going to go at one person for doing debates, you're going to have to go at all of them. And believe me, there is a lot of people that do debates. A lot of Americans do debates on this app. You're going to go at them? No, you're not. So what's
Can I
the
just
difference?
say, people spamming in the comments what she's been playing over there. If that's the only thing she can come at Alex for, when every single day, half a dozen times, I mean, she shagged her dad and her brother. She had actual relations with the dog. She speaks about everything and anything to upset people, goes out of her way purposely. I mean, what kind of a fucking human being, well, you can't call her that, human being is she, because she's the worst of the worst.
She's obsessed. Well, this is the thing, Pearl. She sat there and said, "I've never said anything bad about that." But talking about bestiality is hardly anything acceptable. Like whether it's a joke or not,
Yeah, from
it's
the big
still
animal
not
lover.
acceptable.
The
And
big
when you're
animal.
talking about relations with your parents, like
Yeah.
that affects a lot of people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
Children
this is-
included.
I don't know if this is
Someone
that
just said that
Frankie.
she said I haven't got a clue about debates, so she's doing them. Angie, listen, do your debates, mate, because with or without this app, I'd still live a decent life.
I don't know if this is going to be about Frankie or about Alex because I didn't catch that bit. But Levi's just said that Sophie's now pissed off with you. She's had a few glasses of wine.
Oh, we don't care about Sophie.
And she's going live about
We
you.
don't care about Sophie. We
All
don't
that
care.
come for us, the divvy little cunts.
We do not
Tell her to
care
phone Talia
about
again.
Sophie.
Frankie, I only jumped up to say if you want me to come too, just give us a shout. I'm going to jump
I
back
am
down.
still out.
I
don't care about Sophie. No one cares about Sophie. What she does and what she do, we don't care. We don't care about Sophie.
Can people just remember as well, like, you actually don't know who you're speaking to on this app? Like, do you know what I mean? You actually don't know the person you're speaking to on this app.
Honestly, if they've got a problem, let them come in.
Sophie's already
I'll
been
let them-
talking about me. Sophie, me baby, listen, because I know this will get screen recorded. I'm a bit old for you, but feel free anytime you want. I've got a big, beautiful, and can I say, absolutely magnificent, beautiful daughter right up your street, baby, around the same age. So anytime you want, I'm sure she won't be having a mammy spoke about like you think you're going to go in. And just remember, my Sophie, anybody on here is not untouchable. Just saying that.
And can I just say, if this is recorded, Angie, you may not have spoke on children yourself, but remember that you've stood by Sophie, who literally took a picture of an innocent child.
Yes, in a wheelchair.
In a wheelchair, a disabled child, and made fun of it. So the fact you stand by people who do that, you can't talk on anybody fucking
She's done
else.
racism as well.
Yeah, but it's because she's trying to bring up that no one talks about children. She talks about parents, but she's standing by people who do.
racism as well.
Yeah.
It's like Court Assassin. Court Assassin is probably one of the worst parents on this app.
Yeah.
She's a disgrace.
Well, is disgusting. Whatever she says, whatever she wants to do, she is disgusting.
All little
That is it.
snakes and all little rats and all little nobodies all stick together. That's why that platform is full of whatever.
She outed Phil's address where her children are.
Yeah.
Right? And then she done everyone else, like fucking Paigey, what happened in her real life as well. So they all could say, oh yeah, it's an app. You brought people's real life. Real fucking life.
Yeah, they bring people's unalived relatives into things. Like, there's nothing they don't speak about, not a thing.
They're sick. They're sick people. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, yeah? when you've got things going round about you, yeah, that are discriminative towards any community, anyone sends that to somewhere where you're trying to get a job or anything like that, that is at stake before you've even started. So
she also said
they've lost out already.
Girl is going to unalive her kids as well. Add on to that. Come on, guys.
Was she out and outright come out and called me a
dirty
peddler?
behaviour, mate. Dirty behaviour.
She come out and called me a peddler for sitting with my grandbabies round a Christmas tree, singing a song to them.
That's
She
what
said I was a peddler, enticing children in the trailer, which was my beautiful, beautiful grandchildren. And then, after she'd said that, I was on a live, but I didn't know this had been said at the time. And anyways, then I got a WhatsApp through at what she'd said, and I was just about to show her my Isaac, and I said, "Oh, sorry, you're not putting your eyes on my beautiful grandchild." And now she turns round and says I tried to insinuate she was the one because I wasn't letting her look at my grandchild.
Frankie, can I just double check? You okay the fact we're just causing kind of speaking about Angie?
I've changed the picture because it's fucking complete.
I'll be honest, Frankie.
No, I want to know because it's your lie.
They're vile. Okay. They're fucking vermin. The lot of them.
Exactly.
Fucking vermin.
Yeah.
Carol, someone just put it's a hate live against Angie. No one was talking about Angie until someone told us that she was cam to me. No one was mentioning it.
She's created a hate live.
And Frankie will have the live replay of that.
This is just
you ask for fucking evidence and receipts.
It's just the typical of this app, right?
Playing a video about the chair.
We can literally, no one can have an opinion on Angie, but Angie can have an opinion on everyone else.
Basically, then, sorry, Courtney, she's having a hate live about Alex at the minute.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I've got it on a second device here, ghost watching it, and that's what it's like.
So what's the difference then?
There is no difference.
Vile. She's vile. And like I say, yeah, other people have messed up on this app. They've come out and said things, but you know what? They own the shit. She doesn't. She's so manipulative. It's unbelievable.
And that's Shazzy's just said in the comments, Alex has not even mentioned Angie's name once. It's all of us. Come for us, Angie, not Alex.
Why you so obsessed with me?
Also,
Girl, I wanna
just throwing it
know.
out there. If anyone thinks that doxing is going to affect me, get my address. I'll leave the door open for you.
Me
fucking too.
And I take a dying off
It doesn't
on the
affect me in the
kids.
slightest, man. Trust me.
I've told everybody I live in the northeast County Durham for real gypsy side. Anyone at all, anyone, come to my door. The door's always open, Babby.
Pearl, I'd love to see someone come to your site.
No, honestly, I really mean it. They're more than welcome. They'll get a cup of tea and a sandwich.
Look, if I'm ever that way,
my address out.
Pearl, if I'm ever that way, I'm not coming for a cup of tea and a sandwich, love. I want a burger.
Okie doke, Babby.
Can I get mines with a fried egg, please? Love
You
it.
can. You can.
Alex, you're going to say anything, bro? They're talking about you.
Oh no, that's what I mean, Lisa.
She's saying about when she felt sorry for him, and that's, you know, people have said, why did you befriend him after that then? And she's saying, well, because I felt sorry for him and I didn't really think much about what he said until I kept thinking about the tears, and then that's why she fell out.
No, the truth is, right, this is what Angie does, and I'll be honest with you. She befriends everyone's, you know, when there's a lot of people going at one person, she befriends them because she knows that when she brings them on the platform, all the attention is going to be on that live.
But the thing is, Alex, what's the point? She's said this about a billion times about you. You've responded about a billion times. It gets to a point. Is it not just a waste of time?
Oh, that's the only one thing she can go at him. The dirty little rat. That's the only one thing.
Right? The reason why no one could pick sides is because everything is happening behind the fucking scenes. And we know it is.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
1,000,000%. That's what we were on about. Everything's a
Like
sex
what?
with them.
Why is Andrew going on to fucking Red's live for a fucking singing live? Like, why does she even want to go on there? What for?
But she doesn't like to miss out on anything. She has to be.
Yeah, but Red don't have to have her on there. Hell, Red don't have to have her on there. All she has to say is no, because she don't like her.
Yeah. I don't
The thing is, we've got.
But then it becomes a
But
not.
no, bring all the fucking creators along for the singing fucking live for
I know,
everyone
but
to fucking
to
hear.
be fair, that's not
That's ridiculous.
Miss Red's the bigger person there. No, I think big up to her because she's shown that she doesn't affect her. Listen, it's like this. If I had a live going, right, and that little rat accidentally or purposely, whichever way they want to say it, fell into my live and wanted the box, you know how her mods block me from her boxes? I'd let her in.
Yeah, but you know what, Pearl? I'm going to be real with you, and I'm gonna sort of agree with Guess Who here to an extent, right? Angie is the sort of person. So, say for instance, I went up there, right? For all accounts, from what everyone's heard, I can actually sing, right? Say for instance, I went up there. Angie knows I've had multiple opinions about her. So do you not think she's going to take that opportunity to then bash me and my singing on that platform? Of course she is.
Yeah.
Of course she is. She's not going to give me a compliment. She's going to bash the shit out of me.
No, but who's interested in a fucking drum?
Yeah, but I'm Pearl. I'm not going to put that in my situation because guess what? As a person that sit there, I've just got to listen to what the judges say about their opinion on my singing. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not there. I'm not allowed to clap back.
Are we all forgetting what happened before with Marnie and that, the disabled girl that speaks, the blind one on the keyboard? She
What happened to Top Girl earlier was disgusting. Absolutely.
I know, but can we also just...
Can I finish speaking, please? This is what I mean. You know when people start talking and people just talk over people, you're never getting your point across. And what I'm trying to say is, are we all forgetting what happened before when you're talking about, when she's saying about going on other lives and when you're doing like, and they're going to judge you based on your singing? That's what happened. She literally targeted a disabled girl, a blind disabled girl on a keyboard saying, yeah, she ain't very good. She only gets sort of sympathy votes anyway.
Exactly, this is what I mean now for this platform, and I still will be there and I still will listen, but would I personally want to participate? No, because I'm not about to allow a woman to try and discredit me or disgrace me in front of God knows how many people for me not to be able to reply.
Well, do you know something? I think if any of the judges go in and try to embarrass anybody or to shame them or disgrace them, then they should be dropped from the box and not allowed to carry on with whatever.
Can I just ask one question? Sorry. Can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Why give Angie the platform?
Has she been confirmed as being a judge?
Yeah, she has.
I was where are we now? February, so not December. The year before, I was at the final of TikTok Voices, and it was a lovely competition. I think Angie's just going to completely defile the entire competition, and I certainly will not be entering a competition where Angie.
No, I just want to know, why is Angie allowed?
There's a few people that are going to be on there that supposedly don't get on. There's a lot of people that
don't get on, Frankie. Like, people cannot get on, but like the way she spoke about Marnie was disgusting. And the majority of things that come out of her mouth is disgusting. So, like, I don't know why she'd be given the opportunity to be.
But the first time she comes across as trying to embarrass anybody or degrade anybody or go in hard at anybody, Luke, that's up to him then to drop it and not let her carry on.
Right, listen, I'm getting sick to fucking death of this. Listen, you there, be quiet a minute, right? I'm getting sick to fucking death of this. It's my show. No, not wow, right? You talk. Why is Angie? There's a lot of fucking worse people on this app than fucking Angie. And I'm sick to death of it. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch. Simple as that.
Oh, fine. We won't watch.
Good.
That's fine.
I think the thing is, Luke's literally sat on his own live and admitted it. It's drama and it's also a talent show. Like,
oh, brilliant! I'm glad you're gaining from it, Luke. I'm glad.
No, but but the thing is, that's what he's part of. He does FYP. Majority of his audience watch him for drama.
I'm glad he's gaining from it.
The singing show shouldn't be about drama, though, right?
No, and actually, Luke said it wasn't about drama. It was everyone coming together.
Angie, at every possible opportunity, and Chelsea, you better go out there and sing because your voice is amazing.
Yeah, I know,
but it's taken away then from the singers, which is what a music show is supposed to be about.
No, it's not going to take away because we'll just talk over it, and I'm going to have a week of practice and even you, Chelsea.
And the only reason I'm saying it, Michelle, is because today I promise you, I had a lot of I have had a lot of people in my inbox saying, Chelsea, you should do it. Like, you should get over that hurdle. You should get over them nerves. Like, you should do it. But I don't want to do it because I don't want to give Angie that satisfaction of trying to disgrace me on there. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
And I understand that people really want me to do it. Like, I believe me, my inbox has made me feel really confident about myself today. And I thank everybody that messaged me after hearing me in Top Girls Live. But I don't want to be discredited by a woman in front of thousands of people.
But Charles, the last time Luke did this competition...
She can't sing.
But the last time that Luke did this competition, there was someone that went too far, and Luke removed him as a judge. Like he's not going to let her be disrespectful. He does it in his own life. He does the FYP, and
yeah, and
it's going to deter so many like.
Have
really
you ever
good
heard
singers
me
from
fucking shouting? I will shout over everybody. Every day is got the unsung. Okay.
The other thing is, look at the list of other judges. So, have any of you ever had a run-in with Canadian Angie? Potentially she could be a judge. Has anyone had a run-in with EQ? Potentially she could be a judge. You know, there's a guest spot for judges. So there'll be other people, maybe not you, that'll be thinking, oh shit, I really want to enter, but you know, I've put a comment on a post X, Y, Z.
All I can say is that people like believe that, oh yeah, they're not for gifts, they're not for this, not for that. And then when they started gifting and then doing all their battles and this and that, you think, what the fuck? We all did. We was all like, well, why are they battling so many fucking times if they didn't like that?
I get it. I understand.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Like,
I understand.
And then they're making up a battle for everyone to fucking battle, like for everyone to send gifts and this and that. And yeah, I do find it disgusting. Like,
I think it was a point
I think what you've got though is what last week that was a masterclass in what anti-gifting looks like based on drama talk, which we all sit in, right? We're not in gardening talk or cookery talk. We're in drama talk, and people know how to twist and the narrative to get people, you know, engaged in battles means gifting, right?
Yeah, but okay. Then, if we're gonna look at the fact that you think about people earning gifts and people battling against things that are like you would class as somewhat manipulation, wouldn't you describe what happened in Dave Duran's live tonight earlier on pure manipulation? Considering this is women, and some people would see Dave as a misogynist, right? And these are women standing up for women while you're gifting people in his box, and then him earning a massive coin off it. He's earned £1,000 off yesterday in that box.
He earned over £1,000. What happened earlier, right? And people done it in spite of Andrew, okay? They couldn't help it because they hated
The
Andrew.
microphone's muffled, guess who?
Hate Andrew. Everyone hates Andrew.
Guess who? Your microphone's muffled.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Right, so earlier, yeah, everyone was against Angie. No one likes Angie. I'm sorry, but no one does. And
I'm sorry, but I was one of the people gifting earlier, and the only reason I gifted was I am not having Canadian Angie coming in acting Billy Big Boss when I'm sitting in a room, and that's the only reason. And I didn't like anybody else in the box bar Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously I don't care who gives suits their money, but what I'm saying is, I was just putting an example out there for when people are looking at one person and saying, oh, but this person's going to be hosting a live, or this creator was battling this creator, these two don't get on, it's manipulation. I was just pointing an example earlier.
I see in the grand scheme of things, like Top Girl is in the top 30s in the dailies today, and you're taking away from her right now.
Well said, Michelle. Top Girl.
Did you say who? Look, I think I should be a judge because I will be the voice of these.
Michelle. But can I just say something right now, because I'm in bed, and sorry I came in all annoyed earlier. I got woke up by people messaging me.
Camera on, or it didn't happen.
Any judge.
Camera on, or it didn't happen.
Michelle, give me a second.
Camera on.
Michelle, honestly, do not poke the fucking dragon.
Move it.
Prove what? That I'm in bed?
That you're in bed. Show us you're not a liar.
Do you want me to go further down on the camera? No, actually, don't answer that, Michelle.
Show us your teddy bear, you know, your duckies.
Let me just say something right now. Anybody that steps out of line, anybody bullies or goes too far will be kicked straight away. Straight away. That's without, and everybody will be told that on that panel. Everybody will be told. You can have banter between the judges. There's going to be arguing, whatever. But you go too far on them singers, you're gone. That's it. You don't get a second chance. You don't come back.
Well, it can't be go too far on the singers. They just have to give the opinion without showing them up or trying to degrade them, because them people is coming in front of thousands of people to sing, and I applaud every one of them who even attempts to do that. So no judge should be allowed to like belittle them in no way, shape or form. They just give the opinion like it wasn't for me or it was for me or whatever, but not to degrade them.
I remember with
I think I should be a judge because I am one of the biggest gifters to musicians on this app. That's the whole reason I gifted for a year, was to
But I
help
tell you what,
musicians with
Michelle.
that.
I tell you what, Michelle. You can be a judge then. I'll pull out and be a host. You be a judge, and we'll do a sit judge on Monday. Okay, there you go then. So that's sorted now. Okay. So if you want, who you want the sit judge to be there Monday at 3:30, and everybody can vote. But I can promise you all.
But who's the judges up to now then?
Any judges start their shit, and they don't give a fuck who it is, will be booted straight away, no return.
But the thing is,
Luke, am I a judge?
No, Frankie.
Yeah, I was going to say, remember...
You technically said I'm allowed to go in and other judges, but no singers, that's fine.
I was going to say, do you remember in X Factor when you had Louis and Sharon going at each other? It was fucking hilarious. They were like chucking water at each other and all of that stuff.
Remember, there's a singing show and there's entertainment. And I think in terms of, are you a judge? And Luke saying, no, Frankie, here's the thing. What you can do is you can message him, say you want to be a judge, and he's going to do voting. So you can basically get your community up. And as long as they're in the live where he's doing the votes, then there's no reason why anybody can't be a judge if they get the number of votes required. That's his plan, anyway. But his set judges, I believe, are Alex, Pearl, Red, and Angie, and then he's got the extra spots.
Michelle.
Excuse me, you missed me out, Cockapoo. What the fuck?
Sorry, hon. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You need a Simon Cowell, don't you?
Oh my god, that's me.
You need a Louis Walsh as well, don't you? You know, the little orange one.
I forget.
That's me.
That's Alex.
I forget you better enter as well.
Alex,
I do think
practice your Irish accent.
We love Michelle.
I do think that's all people wanted to hear, like the reassurance that they're not going to get belittled, like if they go up there. Because if say for instance, if I got the chance to go up there, or if I chose to, I would keep out of my mind the fact of who the people are on the panel, whether I like them or I dislike them, because it's a singing competition. But I would also expect that from the judges as well.
Yeah. Do you know, absolutely. And I think he'll be sort of doing a bit of briefing behind. Look, you don't want Delusive Angie to go up there and not be Delusive Angie, but what you're saying is you want her to just read the room in terms of it's this sort of event, it's this sort of show.
Yeah, it's not drama talk, and it's not a place for you to discredit people or be horrible to people because you've got the opportunity to. Like, take that out. Like, if
but
you
know, can I just say something? Listen, me and Delusive Angie ain't like that, but one of the things I will say is, remember when she did her own show? I've got this vague recollection that she was actually so nice to the people that she couldn't actually choose. She gave them all a gift in the end.
You did.
Yeah, Baggy, tell your experience.
Can I just ask a question about a comment? Someone's just written, will microphones and voice AI systems be banned? I noticed last time it wasn't fair. Like, why would microphones be banned?
Yeah. Well, like voice changing microphones. I know that there's certain singers on this app that use a voice changing microphone that makes their voice sound absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't care one way or the other. It doesn't bother me.
But surely not normal, just not your normal microphones, because like...
I don't know.
Can I change mine?
I think you should decide what it is that you think is fair and not fair, but it would be really difficult to know what someone's setup it consists of versus someone else's, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I have nothing. I just sing off my own back.
Oh, I love Chelsea's voice.
I'm gonna.
I do love your voice.
I'm going to drop down, but I just didn't. I didn't want the conversation to spiral because I just thought this is a great thing for everyone to look forward to.
Yeah.
Get everyone going, all the communities in the
in my expense, like I just think everyone's sticking together, and I think, why are you acting so like you don't talk to each other? Like,
excuse me, hold on a minute, guess who? I can assure you, I don't speak to Delusive Angie behind the scenes.
no, I'm not saying you do, Carol.
I'll answer you 100% honestly. So ask the really specific question, and I'll tell you honestly the answer as I know it today.
Okay.
So ask me the question because I'm not sure.
I just feel like
who do you think's talking to me and kidding everyone?
No, Kez, I think to be honest, you should take every singer in their own merits. If they've got a microphone, they've got a microphone. If they don't, they don't. You take them on how you feel they sang the song.
I don't think it really matters who's friends with who, though, does it? Like, if people are friends, then that
yeah,
I
but don't
think that
act
comes into it.
in battles.
Yeah, but this is
winds me up when you're in battles and people are like gifting you because they don't like that person and you don't like that person.
Who do you think is faking it at the moment that you saw this week? Say who you think, and I'll tell you whether I know.
Okay, and Angie and Red.
No, they hate each other. Right, so they dislike each other. So here's what I know, because Red has a similar view to me, not the same, but similar.
Yeah.
There are some times when you watch Angie and she absolutely makes you fall off your chair laughing, even though she's done the worst to me, she's done worse to Red, and she's probably done worse to most of us in the room and said the most about each of us in the room. But there are times you've got to give it to her. You look at her and you go, fucking hell, you've got more fun than Brighton. Right, and you laugh.
No, cockapoo, like, I don't put it against anyone.
They're not on the phone, they're not chit-chatting, there is no back channel, right? When Red pressed that button for a battle, there was no behind-the-scenes agreement, no one knew that was going to happen. I nearly fell off my chair. I was messaging her saying, get out, stop, get out.
I was shocked for you.
Oh my god, I've won in box battles.
The thing is as well, cockapoo, with the whole, like, obviously having, because people criticise Red for having Angie in the box, but people criticise her if she doesn't have Angie in the box, so she can't fucking win.
Courtney, it ain't even just that, right? That night when they was battling upon battling, right? One, we can deal with. Like, it was just that her, Dave, and who was there?
But wasn't she having an opinion on Dave, and that's how it all kicked off?
No, I'm just saying, like...
No, I was in that, and I tell you something, right?
No,
let me tell you, it was only because I was finished what I was saying that I dropped. If they'd have kept on to me, I would have kept in that room because I had my say. So
yeah, this is where we respect you because you dropped. It weren't for the gifts, it weren't for nothing like that, right? And everyone said it went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. Michelle gifted her on the first one, right? And it was a bit like, oh, okay, like, yeah, fair enough. We beat
it was only going to be one battle. That's why
it was only one battle. This is what we thought it was. And then it ended up the second. And then it was the third. And then it was the fourth.
I know, but who are we really to tell anybody how to, like...
I say... to Dave.
I know, but no, hold on 1 minute. Who is any of us to tell anybody who we can battle and who we can't?
Right, Peril, see when you decide that you go into a battle and you know that there's people there that don't like the other person and they all support you and they show support and they show love, then that's great. See when you then click the battle again button, it's like, what are you doing that for?
That was like me. Did I have 2, 3 battles? I can't remember.
When you get to the 5th time that you press it, you're like, you're taking the fucking piss now.
Well, I done as long as I did.
That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason.
You don't want
Dave. Like, I blocked Dave for fucking months because the first time we went in and gifted, we went in and battled Angie. I gifted him heavily.
Yeah.
To show support and
I'm alright, man.
But since that time, I then fucking blocked Dave and everything. I only followed him again today to get in his box. Because sometimes as creators who battle, you take the fucking piss.
Yeah.
But do you not think it's similar to like these beef battles? Like
you might just before you go on, because I'm going to drop down. There's a lady. I think she's your mod, Frankie. I can't catch her name. Is it Laura? And yeah, Laura D. Laura. I only know as much as maybe Frankie or Alex or anyone else who talks to Red about what she thinks or says. I'm sorry if what I've said has made you think that I know something that is different from what I've said on live. I try and be as honest as I can be without, talking shit about people.
I don't talk to Red off the app, and Alex doesn't know shit.
I will say,
No, just to be clear, I think Laura thinks maybe I've come across as knowing more than, in a nice way, maybe saying that.
I think what they're saying is everyone on the app acts like they fucking don't get on, and then when it comes to things like this, everyone's involved with each other.
Yeah, but
I've said it for a long time.
Me.
I've said it for a long time, yeah. These people do lives about each other, and then next thing you know, they're phoning each other. They're able to battle each other. Like, I don't get on with someone, they're blocked.
No, I don't.
Everyone's just fake, man. Everyone's an idiot on here.
Okay. Well, sometimes it shocks me when I see people that think last week they were all, in each other's faces, and this week it's all, I'll call you after the live sort of shit. So I'm just as confused as everyone else when that stuff goes wrong.
I will say, I do have respect for that big battle being cancelled, right? Because, on each side, right, there are people that, and I don't know why they do it, okay? Because I do believe you should have your own opinion on this app, and you shouldn't be a follower. You should have your own opinion on this app, right?
About being on the app.
There are people
It's who you
that
support.
go to ham, right, for the people that they support. And then when they see these battles happening, let's be realistic. There are going to be people that put themselves short because they really genuinely care and love about these creators. And they really genuinely do not want them to see
they're making up
beat,
battles,
beat by someone that they love.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry, can I be extremely rude? And I'm only saying this because I'm in between, going from one fucking pub to another with my mates. And I was desperate. I'm desperate to get involved in this, fucking worst creator shit, which I think might have passed. But nevertheless, I'm going to give my story, right? Who in these boxes knows a creator called MZNE?
No.
Never heard of him.
No.
You won't. They raped a child. All right? They statutory raped a child, and they are somebody who is active on TikTok, who's created account after account. We're having this huge debate, right? I fucking hate that broccoli munching cunt, big four-headed cunt Andrew. I think she's an absolute piece of shit. Right? I'm not that fond of Pearl. She knows that. She ain't fond of me. There's a lot of people I have grievances over on shit, but with the awareness that I've been part of, there's people here who are fighting corners and people who have personal grievances with. They've said that social services should be called on you, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's a personal grievance, but when you're looking at somebody who is the worst of the worst, I can give you a list of 10, 20. I can give you a list of God only knows how many people who've exposed themselves on this app, who are charged of serious crimes against children, charged against DV crimes or everything like that. People need to shake it up because, yes, your grievances may be personal and very, thingy to you, but there are people that you didn't even know who I was talking about, and they are on this app. They are on this app, and that's why the awareness community is always got an uphill battle, because people will not know these people.
I did say this earlier,
Factory. Don't know until you tell her.
Yeah, I did say.
But then it's put on one person who's like a spokesman or trusted, or 2 people or 5 people or 10 people. It doesn't matter how many people are speaking out. Like Pearl does. No. Like I'm not. Jesus Christ, sorry.
Sorry. Earlier on, and we were talking about the serious people in this app that should be open. But it was getting a wee bit.
It's not one of those things. Like if you want to have a daft conversation about who's the fucking worst, then that's fair enough. I get it.
The worst.
No, Jesus Christ, I'm not fucking coming at you. Like, this is not a conversation where we are arguing.
We ain't saying who's the word. We just say what happens behind the scenes. That is it.
Well, that wasn't the way the question was phrased in the live, was it? Like, it was about who's the
live
worst.
was originally about the worst creator.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, and it isn't like a personal dig. Like, everyone has grievances and problems. You expect me to know every wrong? I'm just giving you an example. I'm giving you an example.
No, but see, the thing is, if anybody knows
Fucking hell.
See, when I get told about a wrong un, I will invite people onto the platform to speak about it and always bring somebody in who knows about what's going on. Like tonight, I mentioned things and I had to get people in to speak about them, but I don't mind using my platform to speak about anything, especially that. Like wrong.
That's that's good. That is a good thing. But what I'm saying is, like, there's been a lot of people who have put forward the worst person on this app because of personal grievance. Obviously, I could with the creators I've mentioned, but in fact, there is literal predators on this app.
Yeah,
and they are the fucking worst. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything else from nothing like somebody within the awareness community. This is why I stepped away from this awareness shit recently, because literally, it's too hard, man. And when people are saying, like, whoever that was, well, tell us. Well, it's not my fucking job to tell you everyone on this. I don't fucking know them. Do you know what I mean? Like
I say,
it's just...
I'll say it again. If anybody wants to do an awareness, however many nights, if it's one night or 2 nights, I will let them use my platform as when they come. They have to talk and show whatever they want to show, but my platform's always open for that, so...
let me just get back to
Never mind. I'm out anyway. I'm out.
One second, mate. 1 second. Is Luke the Judge still in here? I just seen him put in the comments.
It was a minute ago.
He said, "Who's fake?" and then says to me, and then, "Why are you on the app?" Was he talking to me or someone else?
I don't think he's talking to you.
I thought he was talking to the comments, to be honest.
He ate me.
Fact Freak has always done this in the app, and he's always outed people, and has always been decent. I tried to do it with the children in that. So now I just do all that stuff in the background because I couldn't take the fucking stick for folk, but I do that in the background now. So when you're talking about drama talk, I'll come up and have my say now. But anything else I do is in the background because I can't fucking deal with all the shit.
Yeah, because it is hard. Like, obviously, what Fat Freak does is, they're probably one of the most intense, like, versions of awareness. But even when I've, done bits and bobs of it in the past, like, you do get heavy criticism from the, like, the supporters of the people who you are kind of talking about. And
it's absolutely everybody needs to support Fat Freak because the couple of months that I did it on live before I get fucking banned and everything is... You don't know how draining it is in your real life and your mental health. Like, it really is fucking draining. So I respect that man so much.
Yeah. Like I said, we've all got beef and we all think, but I am big enough and grown up enough to put my differences aside with anybody who wants to come on and use my platform for that. Not a problem.
Sorry, I was just having a shower because I'm not a tramp. What's the topic now?
Michelle Pale, Top Girl, I've literally just jumped up to say Sophie Bailey's turning a strip off you on another live.
Let her.
No, I'm just giving you the heads up.
She's been tearing a strip off me all night. She can do what she wants, a silly little cunt.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just giving you the heads up.
Can you go tell her I'm daily number 24?
I wouldn't even put myself in. I wouldn't go into the live. I'll only ghost watch her. Otherwise, I will Top Girl. I wouldn't give her the satisfaction of going in there.
Exactly.
But big up for being on the ranks.
Well done, Top Girl.
Yeah, well done, Top Girl.
Isn't she the one who takes photos of kids in wheelchairs in shops?
Yeah, that'll be the one.
Yeah, and says should she tip them out but know that they stink of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what she says, does it really?
No, not at all. I literally just wanted to give them the heads up.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm just reading.
Frankie, you've done a really, really good live today, and I've really enjoyed it.
He does do good debates, and he's doing them all the time, and we'll push them all the time as well. And it's
I just wanted to remind the person in the comments that said about racist peril, you forgot to add Zach in there as well.
There.
And Rickster.
And Angie and Sophie.
And Angie and Sophie.
We'll have a drink. Oh, have a drink.
Oh, I will actually, Alison. Thanks for reminding me. I'm not well.
Mic'd up.
Some people on this app really fuck me off though, man. It's fucking devastating. I'm going to end my life anyway, guys, man.
Well, I think you've done it.
Oh my God, Frankie, you talking about me because I feel as if you hate me.
No,
I did have a shower. I have 2 showers a day. I'm not that fucking dirty. It takes me 10 minutes to have a shower. Fucking hell.
A few, my Adam. How do you know I'm on the buds?
No one's
Bloom.
Angie's live. I don't want to go to Angie's fucking live.
You can mouth us all she wants. Like I said, listen, we can all talk shit or throw it up a wall, whichever way. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Pearl? I'm going to stop calling Angie a wrong-un, but I'm going to keep saying that Angie injects herself every day. She's a crackhead.
That's fine.
Crackhead, Angie. Angie pushed her mum down the stairs.
I'll even say Sheila needs a welfare check.
Well done and a great live, Frankie.
Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, Frankie.
Oh, Michelle.
Big up Michelle. Michelle. Can everyone say big up Michelle? Because
Big up Michelle.
I don't think, like, people criticise Michelle, but I swear to God, her and Jodie are probably and Alicia, I'm not going to lie, are the people that I could probably ring at 3-4 o'clock a.m. and they'd answer the phone and listen to my bullshit, and she helps every single fucking person on this app if she thinks they're a good person. So can we have big up Michelle in the comments? And she was daily #1 this week.
Big up Michelle.
Big up Michelle.
But she did shout at me when I was 9 months pregnant.
I just think the problem is when people feel the
It's
right.
Frankie's live. He's held a really good live and he deserved it, so shut the fuck
I
up.
just think people on this app, are too big for their boots because they're behind a screen, man. Certain people need a smack in the mouth. It's as simple as that. I'm starting to get fucked off. Even people that I'm close to, I swear. Trust me.
But Frankie, why?
I'm so angry.
You have to learn to just try and ignore these people. I mean, like the Andrew.
I even brought up that, man. People are so comfortable to have a back and forth, left, right, and centre. Just not the way it works in real life, man. People need to slap up the mouth.
I know, Frankie, but people like Andrew, for example, they just block them.
I know. You know what? I don't even mention Angie, bro. I'm on about other people, man. They're just too big for their boots, man. But yeah.
The thing is, I think they feel untouchable behind that screen, and they're not. These people have got to go out at some point into the big wide world, and some of them are going to fucking get it. Karma catches up with people. Everything happens for a reason.
Shall I tell you 2 people who are...
Did you just say karma catches up with people?
Wow, Michelle.
Is that because
you mentioned chemicals?
Karma, Tika as well, Michelle.
Wow, so the only brown person on this live is getting targeted. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've come off a beef with you, Top Girl, because Jodie's my mate too.
No, she's not.
She fucking is.
No, she's not. She's mine. As Michelle would call her Jolie. Pearl and Top Girl don't care who they're talking about. No, I really don't. If you're fucking a cunt, I'll say you're a cunt. How about that?
Big up my Top Girl.
Big up Pearl, big baby.
There's my chippy.
I never thought I'd hear Pearl call me a babbin either.
You're not a babbit.
I get the piss took out of us, like for saying me babby, but it's me word.
But Pearl, you don't like brown people.
What?
You don't like brown people, do you? What did I make you do the other day?
Oh my god, talk Errol. Pearl has had spicier things in her mouth than you fucking have.
Yeah.
That's a ram. That's definitely a ram. You wish it would be a good day because I'm Irish, white and lesbian. I love the Irish.
Oh my god,
Michelle, are you going live after Frankie turns his live off?
Yeah, we're having these drinks.
Yes, I am, and I'm getting drunk. I have 5 accounts, so fucking come for me.
Go on, I'm on the Budweiser, my Michelle.
Let's all go to Michelle's live because Frankie is going to bed.
Yeah, I'm coming off now. Nice one, everyone, for coming, man. I appreciate it.
Big up, Frankie.
It's amazing.
Frankie, who was the most, because I missed a little bit because I've been not well, so I've just been like lounging. Who would you say was like the person who was voted most as been the worst creator on the app?
I don't know, man. It went from all the pedlos, that fucking Holly, whatever her name is, and
Stanley.
But on Drama Talk, it was like Angie, Sobriety Jack, fucking, of course, that Tara Hatfield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I say, Frankie, as well? Yeah, from comments, because I've been in comments all night. It has been a good debate.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
And what's the next debate on?
Fuck knows, man. I need to sort something out, man. I'm pissed off, man.
All right, what's happened?
Let me give comments, man. I don't know if Luke was talking to me or what, man, but I'm going to message him now, man, because...
Why, what did Luke say?
They're going to try and call me out, man, because I'll fucking punch heads off.
Why, what did Luke say?
I don't know. He said, who's fake and why are you on the app then? I don't know if he was talking to me. I might be wrong, but if he is, we'll see what's popping in it.
No, he didn't. He asked you who was
I investigated into it.
And it was somebody on about the on here and they'd rather go somewhere else. And he said, why are you on the app then? He didn't ask you were you on the app.
But let's not like, I think Luke got the wrong end of the stick. We're just saying because Angie is so controversial and she's done so much wrong on this app to people that he mixes with. Why would you want her as a judge? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, and I do like Luke, and
that was the person who we said, well, why are you on the app for? That was who said that to Luke.
Yeah, so I don't think anything is against Luke, and I think Luke got it wrong the way we was asking, so I think it's just a miscommunication. So I feel like if you do ring him, it will be sorted.
Yeah. I ain't got his number. I've messaged him on here since I've been on here, but I'm going to go off. There's a couple of people I want to message, to be fair, because I'm fucking out. I've had enough.
Yeah, Frankie, he definitely won't be going at you for that.
Yeah.
I was reading the comments, Frankie, and I don't think that was aimed at you.
You got to remember, right, Frankie, he's trying to do something, right? He's come in, and everybody's going on about Angie being a judge and all that. I've had my say on it as well, but
yeah, no, I mean,
you'll get on your tits after a while. You know what I mean?
Is what he is.
It's just reacting. That's all. But I don't think it was personal to you.
Yeah,
man, I appreciate everyone coming on now. Yeah.
Big up Frankie and Amy.
Bye, Frankie, and you keep doing what you're doing because you're smashing it. You're absolutely pissing her off like there's no tomorrow, and just always be you.
And thank you everyone for jumping up in the boxes and supporting him. And,
Frankie, can we have a debate on virtual CPR?
What's that?
Yeah, we will.
What's that?
When people jump in the boxes like, I'm a paramedic, I'm a doctor.
This is dangerous, please stop.
I like knitting.
Yeah, let's put one right. Everyone, Michelle's going live, so jump into Michelle's live. It's going to be a good live. No, so Michelle, everyone follow Michelle. Michelle.